The internet, we are live on it. Oh, you know what? But currently I'm labeled as Kurt and you're labeled as Anthony. So we're just
Yeah,
gonna switch
that's just
that.
our aliases, our alii.
Yeah, we both have secret names we go by on the internet and they're just each other's names.
Yeah, it's to keep our anonym. Shit.
Shit!
Oh no.
Oh god! Uh, hey,
For
internet.
those of you tuning in right now, hi, welcome. If you're watching the video on demand at a future date, you can at any point scrub forward in that timeline to find when we actually begin playing part 4 of our game of Wickedness. You'll know that we've begun part 4 and the actual story part because there will be a third member and the background will change. If you'd like to stick around and hear us casually banter until our third member joins us, then please, you are so welcome to. And if you wouldn't, bye. See you later.
Okay. It's cool, Kurt, that every week we stream, we get to talk to the future, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I guess in many ways, writing anything is talking to the future,
It's true. It's true.
but we're not writing. We are
No.
talking to the future, and that's the novelty of it.
Yeah, that's
That's
what's
what makes it
cool.
so special. That's what I call special.
That's something you'll understand in the future because it's
Yeah,
definitely going to catch on.
everyone will be
Spesh.
saying spesh.
Yeah.
Some people are going to try to say shell, but that's like, oh, what are you? That's not what we say. And so it's like, okay.
Yeah. I can see it. I can see it. Kurt, we've been
Anthony,
gone for a little bit. Are you excited to be back playing Wickedness?
I'm excited to be back. I always like to play role-playing games with you, two other individuals. Do.
Yeah, me
And
too.
every week that I don't, I'm thinking about it. But also, I'm no longer have to make gnomes. So I'm glad that that's off my plate and I can focus on role-playing games.
Hmm. He no longer has to make gnomes. Interesting. Should we follow up on this, guys? I think so. Kurt, what do you mean?
Well, you see, my friend threw a white elephant party. My friend threw a white elephant party.
I hate when
And
that
normally,
happens.
normally white elephant parties are like you want to bring something that you don't want anymore. It's sort of a giving away of an object that is owned. And it has the whole like, oh, take a gift or, take a gift that someone already took and then they get a new gift, what have you. This one, same premise, but instead of bringing something that you no longer want, you got to make something with your hands. You got to make something with your hands.
Cool. Nice.
And I thought, what do I make with my hands? And the answer, for reasons that science still isn't sure about, was that I would watercolor paint gnomes.
Okay, I mean, you're a visual artist. This makes sense. You have made many pieces of uh, painting broadly construed.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll send you an image of the gnomes if you would like to bring it up for our lovely audience. And if you wouldn't, and it's just a special gnome secret for Anthony, then that's the kind of thing that Anthony is allowed to look at
Uh,
secretly.
I just meant. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay.
Gnome, 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 more like.
Take a look at these gnomes.
It's just a couple of gnomes.
Pretty cool. I like them a lot. That looks
Painting
great. They look.
is,
They're so in love with each other.
yeah, I think they love each other.
Oh shoot!
I,
Wrong scene. Sorry, continue.
oh, oops.
Oops.
I was just gonna say, I feel like every visual artist encounters this issue where like partway through a piece you're like this is so bad, this is going very badly. And interestingly, I think that is magnified when you're using paints as opposed to doing something digitally
Oh yeah.
or using like just, I don't know, like a pencil and ink. For me it feels like trickier because there's a layering element to it, and so
Right.
you only really see one part of it coming together and you go, oh no,
This is
this
bad
is
now.
this is bad now.
But you have to believe that it will get better. You just have to
You have
keep
to push through
layering.
it.
Right.
Yeah. It is surprisingly difficult to convince yourself that that's what needs to happen, and surprisingly easy to say, actually, I've made doo-doo and now must live with it.
Okay, so there's a white elephant, which means that you don't bring a gift for a person. All the gifts go in the middle. You open something
Which is
random.
why I tried to bring something that universally desired.
Two gnomes.
two gnomes in a forest. Yeah.
All my friends are always like, "Oh, this room would be perfect if I just had a painting of two gnomes in a forest to really bring it together right there." Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of other things do people bring? Like baked
Uh,
goods?
See, that's a great question. I assumed we'd see a lot of food because more than anything, food is what you make, right? Like
Yeah.
anytime I have a little Discord community, and anytime someone new joins, I ask them what we should call them and what's something that they've recently made, in whatever interpretation they want. And I'm always thinking about how there's like a decent chance that that's going to be food. It's shocking how much like mental energy is taken up thinking about and making food, which is how we continue being alive, but like fair enough. I'm thinking about this partly because if you get an improv suggestion, there's a very good chance that
It's
it's
gonna be food.
food. And not even like a prepared dish. It is one of the only things that we consume without any kind of preparation at all, which is to say, tropical fruits. It's just a fruit. People will say pineapple,
Really?
mango, banana. Like
Bananas
those are the
common.
things. Banana's common. High atomic
Oh,
sorcery. Nice to see you.
that's so interesting. Like, is it truly just like the most basic concepts to the human brain, like evolutionarily, are just like fruit I put in mouth, very important to my brain? And
I think so.
if you just prompt it for object, the first object that comes out is like, fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I
Crazy.
think that's what happens. It's like, yeah, I can consume this.
I think it
And
makes
that's how it
sense
works.
because I think that like if people didn't have any awareness of the society around them, they do want to say like penis. I think that's the other thing they want to say, because that's another just primal object you might be thinking about. Hi, Maz. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you chatting for the first time here. But I know who you are. I've seen you around.
I don't know who you are. You're still a mystery to me.
It's good to be a little bit mysterious, right?
You can be
Just want to.
anybody you want to me. That's
So true.
exciting.
Maybe even to yourself. Everybody take that one and put it in your pocket. You get to define who you are and what you can do in this world in many more ways than you might think about.
It's very
Even
true.
if that's a person who says fruit when prompted to say any one thing. Why did I even say this? Because you asked
Oh,
what was
what?
being brought to the white
Correct.
elephant.
Correct. Did anybody bring any
So
white elephants?
I should have. That should have
That
been
would
my
be good.
move. And then I
Yeah.
should have gone, oh, geez, I really bunged
Whoa!
this up.
I didn't realize.
I thought it had to be an elephant. Like that would be good,
That would
right?
have been good. That would have been good.
That maybe would have been the process.
Yeah.
That's not what happened. We had one person had made a set of resin coasters themed after Terra Mystica and making it now.
Whoa!
Yeah, so that was some incredible stuff right there.
Hey, Lummox.
Hey, Lumix.
Y'all know what Terra Mystica is?
It's a board
Probably many
game,
of you do.
folks.
Yeah.
It's a good board game, but
It's
it's
a
also
good,
got a lot going on.
serious board game.
Yeah, this is like you're you're gonna have to really sit with this one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. You know
not like
that?
invite the acquaintance over and be like, yeah, we'll play a board game. Like you got to know this person wants to do a puzzle,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
We're spending the whole afternoon, the whole day on this one.
Afternoon.
Afternoon? Okay, okay,
Afternoon.
okay.
Yeah. Uh, so there was that. That was a
Was it
hot.
popular? I bet it
Yeah,
was.
I mean, everyone thought that was the coolest thing they'd
Yeah,
ever
yeah,
seen,
yeah.
and they were right. Um, Additionally, we had a calendar that was every different month was the gentleman's face who pulled this calendar together, and it was just the most mundane selfies: him doing laundry, him standing by a shed, um, which is frankly amazing.
That's awesome.
So there was that. There were some handmade Christmas cards.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, someone brought food thing. Someone brought syrups that they had made,
Ooh, cool. I
like
like
you
that.
might make a soda or a cocktail with.
Sure, sure.
I asked, "What are the ratios?" And the person who had pulled them was like, "No, you can't know."
Ah!
Right. Yeah, a calendar of a guy doing selfies. He's a very funny man, and
It's a
it was
very
a very
funny
good
idea.
joke. It is not the funniest self-portrait based gag, which is the
Yeah.
host herself, who did a self-portrait in acrylic. She let's call her new to the medium, and made this choice with quite some intentionality because that's great. And she told us about how long she spent mixing the paints to be like her skin color. Um, and that was extremely funny because it was very pink. It was very, very pink person. She knew.
But
She
she
knew.
knew. She knew.
She was bringing this to us because
She knew her shortcomings, the challenges she faced.
but you love to see it. You love to see people trying something new. You love to see people bringing weird stuff. And oh, and also there were some crocheted ornaments, little
Ah,
Christmas ornaments. That's great.
that's good.
I,
I like
I think
that.
crochet is so cool. I recently learned the limitations of the medium. Didn't realize this. Crochet isn't often used for clothing.
Yeah, it's true, I guess.
And that's what I was like. I was like, wait, yeah, yeah, it is. I've seen people make dresses and I've seen people like have sweaters. And then the person who betrayed this fact to me, who's a crocheter, unsurprisingly, she said, apparently, essentially, you can have a sort of doily level of weave,
Yeah,
and then that will hang in a sort of natural way. But if you have it more coverage, if you have a thicker crocheted
right.
garment, it's quite like blocky. It doesn't like, you know how
Oh,
clothes sort of
yeah,
hang off of the body?
right,
It doesn't really hang. It's like this is the shape that this
right,
is.
right. Yeah, okay, right. So it's about the consistency of the cloth. Actually, it's hard to create what we'd expect from crochet. Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's why I suppose in part knitting is more commonly done.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Otto.
Hey, Otto, how's it hanging?
Nice to see ya.
Good to meet you. Ito, I'm so sorry. I've got a brain worm, and it's that you can't say nice to see you without my brain auto-completing good to meet you, Ito, which is a series of lyrics in the Japanese anime for children in the year 2000. And it's just like the whole thing goes through my brain at the
Wait,
same
wait,
time.
wait. What's the reference to? What show?
Card Captor Sakura.
Oh, okay.
It aired on children's television in the year 2000, 2001 in Canada.
I don't know
I
what
don't
I
know.
was. I foolishly thought I'd understand what you were talking about,
I
but
understand. I made a game based on this anime, which you have played with
oh,
me,
the magical girl one.
the Magical Girl one. It's a magical girl anime,
Okay, okay, okay.
and it's a very cutesy theme. It's like nice to see you, good to meet you, and then Ito, which I don't know what it means, and is definitely a word in Japanese, but the string "nice to meet you, good to see you" is not.
And
Very
Ito's
definitively not.
not just somebody's name.
Nope. I mean, probably not, unless the singer got really distracted.
I just know that Ito is a Japanese name. I had to learn Ito calculus, which was a type of calculus developed by a man named Ito in Japan.
Would you like to tell me more about Ito calculus?
Yeah, sure. It's calculus of like random processes. So your like base unit is a random number generator, a random walk, and you're doing calculus on changing that random walk in some way. Uh, it
Hmm.
was the absolute bane of my existence in the first year of my PhD because they introduce it in econ, and so you can do math about finance and like stock prices. It's a classic sort of like model it really well, sort of this like random walk, and so it's useful to know Ito calculus. But
Update, it is Keto, Kitto. Still don't know what
KITTO,
it means.
huh?
Nice to meet you. Good to see you. Keto,
Keto.
Kitto. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together what keto is.
Let's find out.
Keto's it. Oh, surely.
Certainly, most
Or
likely, or
certainly,
without fail.
undoubtedly. Nice to see you. Good to meet you.
Certainly.
I'm certain of it.
Okay, well that's kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing's very cute. It's a very cute little anime.
Walter. Oh, okay. It's a joke.
That's right, Atomic Sorcery. It is not Ito, it is Keto. I would not have guessed that it was pronounced keto from looking at the transliteration here, but apparently, I mean, that's what she sings. So, but can you even trust me on that when I didn't hear the K?
He's a liar.
I'm a liar and a thief. And that's why This is Thieving You'll Enjoy with Kurt and Anthony.
We're gonna do a different one for each of the seven deadly sins.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Gluttony, you'll enjoy. That's our mukbang channel.
That's our mukbang, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. So one of them, Lust You'll Enjoy, you can already unlock with the premium tier.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. Premium tier of what? It's hard to say. We certainly can't tell you.
But if you can find it, you can have it.
What are the other ones? There's
Pride, you'll
Wrath.
enjoy. I
Oh,
think.
Pride You'll Enjoy. Isn't that the vanity of streaming in the first place? That's when I look at my own little box
Yeah.
on the Zoom call, my little pool of Narcissus.
What percentage of the time do you think you're looking at your box versus other people's boxes?
It really depends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like right now it's like 50-50, honestly.
I feel like less right now than when there are three, because when there's three, I can't look at both of you at the same time anyway. So I must.
So you look at you? I was gonna say
I don't want this, but
I was gonna say that like right now I notice that I like look at you when you're talking, but I look at me when I'm talking because I'm like, ooh, what am I saying? So I was figuring that if there's like more people, I might spend less time looking at me. But
only makes sense.
whoa,
Hey, whoa.
we're
Why
getting
if it-
raided.
Hello, Raiders. Hello, Raiders from Vamp X13, also known as Amanda McKnight, who is our third member and will be joining us shortly, as I'm sure she told you.
Yeah.
But she won't be joining us until she shows up in the conference call software and Anthony clicks, yes, please come inside.
Yes, you're allowed to come in.
Yes, I permit you. You're not a stranger.
Hello, Chemdog. Hello, Marvel. Hello, Rapala. Jamie, welcome.
Also, hi, Amanda. It occurs to me that you folks don't know this, but what Amanda saw in our chat, the just little trio planning chat, was me saying,
True.
we are live, and then an unexplained watercolor of gnomes.
Of gnomes. And so I hope she's excited to join this stream because we're giving off good vibes over here.
Real gnome vibes.
Welcome, Locke. We will beg for mercy. Please don't steal our fine china or our children. I think that's what raiders do.
Yeah, I think those are the two most important things. Also, I was born in 1924. Oh, because they're an important source of food in an emergency because they're made of tallow.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have the vibe of a person born in 1924? I kind of think you do.
I just feel like that's when China was, like, that generation collected the China. I was in a Value Village not very long ago, perhaps a month ago, and I found a whole like set of China. But now I know what you're thinking. Not weird, Kurt. Every thrift store has
a lot of China.
no one wants anymore. However, and this is the real punchline. These were like inbox China.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like English pottery. This is China. You can verify the manufacturer.
Wow.
And this is the year of its release. And here's the picture that's on it. That's hideous, but it doesn't really matter. And then, critically, I learned, I'm reading this box. I'm crouched down by this box that is maybe a little bit mildewed. Maybe don't keep your china in a cardboard box somewhere slightly damp until you die. And then children have to be like, okay, let's give this to Value Village.
Hot tips from Kurt.
Crouch down. I look at this box really closely because I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if we just had these plates? And it's like, don't eat them. Don't eat off of these. Decorative only.
Well, that's why they're at Value Village. These are useless plates.
Useless plates. I know there's like the mimetic idea of, oh, well, we can't use the fine china unless the queen comes over. But like, is that how you kill the queen? Because if these pigments can't be consumed,
also, that makes sense.
Why would you do that? Why would you make a plate that can't be used?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a modern day analog because like I can see the development of it, right? Okay. Yeah, I was trying to think of something that had like a purpose in the first place.
No, but there is, right? Because like action figures were toys and you would move them around.
Okay.
With them.
Yeah.
But a Funko Pop can't really be played with.
Right. It's just for show.
It's just a little thing.
Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty similar. I was thinking like I don't know, nice shoes or like nice sneakers or like
Yeah, I
one of the
guess.
fancy
But you can
hats.
surely you can still wear
I think
the
people do wear them.
shoes.
I think people
Whether or
wear
not
them.
you choose to wear them is on you. But
Right.
if it was like, okay, but don't wear these shoes, they're made of poison. It's like, that's not right.
I do love the idea that every time your mom's like, no, we have to save the china for a special occasion. That's just because she's like, well, we only get one chance really to use the
When
china.
you're ready to die, we'll get out the china. Sorcery, I like your idea that the plate is a canvas, a replacement for mosaics. These aren't individually hand painted, though. They're just like limited press. And maybe that's still fair. Maybe it's like a medium thing. I suppose.
I
I'll give it to
suppose.
you. I suppose.
Welcome Amanda to the stream.
Wow.
Super good timing, such a fast turnaround. Hello, Amanda.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
How's it going? Thank you.
Nice to see you. Feels like it's
Thank you.
been
Nice to
so
see you.
long.
I know. It
Been a
feels like it's
minute.
been so long. It's been a couple weeks for us. How many weeks have we been off?
I mean,
Anthony,
Like
did you
it's been
cut your
2.
hair?
I did cut my hair.
Kurt, did you also cut your hair?
No, but I need to.
Maybe it's just a style today. Both of your hairs?
Both of our
Yeah,
singular
I've got
hairs.
2. There's my front hair and it wheels all the way in and around.
You're doing a great
And
job.
then there's the back hair and it's just a normal length.
Both of them look different. I was like, stylish.
That's how
I'll
long it's
take it.
been.
What changed is that I have a shirt with a collar on top of my little.
Ooh.
And that's because
fancy.
today I appeared in my workplace embodied, which I don't usually do on Mondays. Now
Yeah.
Ooh,
you know.
embodied. In the flesh.
In the flesh.
Kurt's
in the
a
flesh
professional
and the shirt.
ghost. He haunts
Yes.
people most of the time, but
I work relatively close to a haunted walk location. Do you folks
we
have
go.
that in your cities?
What?
do ya?
Somebody gives like a
Kurt,
ghost
next
tour.
time I visit, we got to go on the haunted walk. I want to go on the haunted walk.
We have one in
Kurt?
our city, Amanda.
Yeah, have you ever gone on that?
Well, Anthony, why don't we go on a haunted walk?
All right, let's do
Go on
it.
both of these.
Uh,
This is what we need to be doing. This is our other content we should be doing. Just haunted walks. Yeah.
Part 1, role-playing games. And when we've played all the role-playing games, we'll do all the haunted walks,
Haunted
and that will
walk.
be much more expensive.
and we're gonna need new streaming equipment in order to take it along
Don't
with us.
worry. When we're as big as Critical Role, we'll have all the money for all the haunted
why do you
walks.
Oh
do
wait,
this?
Kurt's logging off. We're never gonna finish this game.
Jamie, sleep well. Catch you in the VOD.
Good
Halfway
night,
through, I'll say,
Jamie.
hi, Jamie, and you'll know it's for future Jamie.
Yeah.
Will I do it? It's hard to say, but I'll remember.
I mean, I suppose you should say it like right away, because Jamie will have to come back to this point in the VOD.
Well, I
That's
just
true.
said hi, Jamie, so
There we go. Yeah, there we go. Hi.
There you
we're
go.
covered.
Perfect.
It's all,
Welcome back.
all Gucci, as they say.
I think I've worn my giant cloak sometimes on this stream, so I think if you look back, you can see me in it. And it is like a big gray cloak that goes all the way down to my feet, which is pretty impressive because I'm 6.5 feet tall, so that's a lot of cloak. And the most overwhelming like impression people have of me when I wear that cloak is that I look like I should work for the Haunted Walk, because they're always wearing big cloaks. And it was like Halloween night, and we were like walking back, and we always, when I'm walking back home from campus, I always walk past a haunted walk location where like one of the haunted walks starts, and the groups like gather. And I saw a group gathered that night when their employee had not arrived yet, their tour guide hadn't arrived yet, and I was like, oh man, this is my moment. I could take this haunted walk. I really
have
wanted
cloak.
to. Yeah.
It's all fake anyway. You might as well just
make
tell
some
them
shit
things.
up. Yeah, and then
trick
a
is
guy
that-
died here, and a long time ago. He's mad.
What I want from a walk that is a haunted walk is that it's not a haunted walk. They just tell me about buildings. I just want a historical tour, and I feel like they stopped doing historical tours because they sound really boring, but people actually do want historical tours. They just want to also imagine that something spooky maybe exists.
That's
I think
true.
there's some historical tours, but I don't know if we have enough in Toronto. I don't know.
question.
Are there any? I feel like Ottawa's got to have some historical tours.
Probably.
no?
And maybe I'm just full of baloney, and I didn't go out and look for a historical
We need
tour.
to find these historical tours for Kurt. That's what we need to do. That's the next mission after we do all the haunted walks. Then we're going to do all the historical tours.
Nice, but we had to get through all the RPGs first, so we should get going.
And on that note, Welcome, everyone, to the fourth, unbelievably, the fourth part of our Wickedness game. If you missed the
Oopsie.
other two, here's all you need to know. Wickedness is a game about a coven of three people, the wild spirit, the old soul, and the pure heart, all of which are just trying to get by. We are addressing a series of challenges, some more magical, some a little bit more mundane, and we are addressing them with our magic. But magic has a cost.
It
And
does.
each turn, we are going to be either solving these challenges with magic or solving them by essentially using up a part of ourselves, which is tough.
Yeah.
So this question of what we're willing to give up is permeated through this game. Now, last episode on Dragon Ball Z, we talked about a lot of things, but the last thing that happened is our monarch passed. And there was a big noir scene where we tried to figure out what happened to us, eh?
Yeah, we did do that.
We certainly did. I was rewatching the VOD, and we did that for a long time.
Unfortunately, I loved to do it. And in fact, even just the little nanoscopic moment there when I started to like do the voice, I thought, feels right. So we're gonna set that aside before we fall back in the noir hole again.
But we should make a note the next season, Kurt, we should play a noir game because clearly we have an appetite for it.
Clearly, we would kill a noir game. It would be so good.
So good.
Oh,
What's up?
let me know later in the server what you have in your poetry book club.
Amaz.
Yeah. Said 1-8.
Amazing.
Amazing. Let us know. Love poetry. Okay, I think.
Should we say who we are first, just very briefly?
Hi, folks.
Yeah. This is Lies You'll Enjoy, a little corner of the internet where we play indie RPGs every-ish week, asterisks everywhere. Yeah, my name's Anthony. I am a PhD student. I study economics and math, but also I am a children's book writer. I've been writing for a lot of my life and playing RPGs for even more. And this is my outlet where I get to tell stories because most of these days I spend all my day doing math. And so here I get to use that other part of my brain that is dying, withering away at the back of my skull. And it is a pleasure to do so, especially with the two people who join me every time I do it. And one of them is named Kurt, but I won't tell you which one.
If only there was a label that could tell you which one, but if I'll do it. I'll do it anyway. Hi, folks. My name is Kurt. My name is Kurt. I am a designer of role-playing games, but more importantly, I love to play role-playing games. And I join you every week with my two darling friends here, the last of which, by process of elimination,
is me. Hello, my name is Amanda. I am also known as Vamp. I am a streamer, a YouTuber, a cosplayer, an actor, and also an avid lover of RPGs. And I love playing every week here. We play lots of different fun, usually different indie RPGs. Lately, we
just the one.
Lately, we have been we've fallen into a campaign. What can we say? Sometimes it happens. This game has been so much fun to play, and I think this might end up being our last session. I'm not sure, but it feels like we're getting close.
I think so.
If it is, we should start.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Do we need any recap? Kurt did a pretty good job describing sort of where we were.
I think as things come up, we can just remind each other what details we remember. Because if we try to cover everything, it's like,
Okay.
I will say before we get into it, do you mind if I just take a quick bio break? I've just been streaming I've been streaming all day.
Yeah, of course.
Go
Okay,
piss girl, as they say.
As they say.
All right. I'll be right back, and then we will jump into it.
Great.
Can I introduce everybody's characters while we wait?
Sure, why
Does
not?
that seem like a good call? Or
Yeah.
I could introduce the world maybe, and let
Characters seem good.
Yeah, okay.
That's the most important thing, right?
I just didn't want to introduce Amanda's character, which wasn't here, but I think that's okay.
It's fine. Amanda knows who Amanda is.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's start with me. Save the best for first. I am playing the archetype Wild Spirit. My name is Finistrid, though we've learned that Finistrid is actually the name, used to be the name for the moment where the last, locust, grasshopper. No, what am I looking for, Kurt? Insect that makes noise.
Cricket.
Cricket. Yeah, last cricket. Sure, yes. The last cricket sings in the morning as the morning comes. But Finistrid stole this name from the universe and from all of our minds so that they could have it as their own. But they had a name before that, and in a recent flashback sequence, somebody called Finistrid Vinyl, perhaps? So we'll keep that in mind. Finistrid is a battle mage and a mage of travel. Finistrid gets their power from traveling the world, collecting sights, the ley lines, the power imbued in the land itself, and channels that into oftentimes combat and destruction, and sometimes a little bit of transformation. They ride atop a giant white rhinoceros that takes them across the lands, and they are haunted by the underworld. The underworld is an important presence in this game. Lying beneath the surface of our world, it is sort of constantly trying to leach up into the surface world and upset it. In my brashness, my impulsiveness, I did accidentally sacrifice a child in my early years in an act of magic. I don't think I knew what I was getting into, but I knew that it wasn't safe. And I am haunted by their face. If I stay still for too long, it will find me. That's Finistrid. We also have Agatha, who's the character that Amanda's playing. Her archetype is the Old Soul, and she is a mage of time. She has a sort of clouded crystal that she peers into in order to kind of get her predictions about the future. She has many predictions. She loves townfolk gossip is one of her strange little quirks. She's in charge of leading the world to a sort of a happy conclusion. She holds the fates in her hands, and yet she really wants to know whether Susie, the baker's wife, did in fact get caught kissing the new stable boy in the back alley. What else do we need to know about Agatha? She is timid to action, is maybe Agatha's sort of like biggest flaw, at least in the eyes of some of the mages here. She tends to let things be. She trusts the fates, and she doesn't get involved if she doesn't have to. She has also been tormented recently by whisperings from the underworld, which tell her that she herself is the ruler of the underworld.
Ooh.
We're not sure what to make of that, but
You don't want to hear it.
you don't want to hear it.
It's not good.
Finally, Kurt, we've got your character. Do you want me to introduce them, or do you want to?
You're on such a roll, and I am checking our hands, so I feel like, why not?
Great. All right, Kurt is playing the archetype of the pure heart. And his character is called Verdant, who goes by she and they pronouns. She's sort of emotional. She's connected to the earth. At least that's my interpretation of her.
Ghosts.
and her magic comes through ghosts as well. She's a healer, I think, is sort of an archetype that she plays a lot. And she has a herb garden out back of the tea shop where our coven resides, which she uses for her healing and her magic. There's a particular unearthly color, which hasn't come up that much, but there's a color that doesn't really belong anywhere else. It's not actually any color that you know. That is a telltale sign of the magic that she weaves. She lost her husband long ago. We know some things about Verdant's husband. This is Anthony trying to remember on the spot. Verdant's husband was the doctor of the king's late wife. In fact, 2 late wives ago. And he was tasked with her care, and she did mysteriously die. And all fingers pointed at Verdant's poor husband. Is that why we lost him? Do you remember, Kurt?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. Yeah.
And so now she is tormented by the underworld torments her with the lost loved one's face, her lost husband's face. And he's shown up quite a few times. In fact, he is the one who keeps whispering to Agatha that she may be the ruler of the underworld, or is soon to be. Strange.
Seems
uncomforting.
bad. You don't want it.
I think that's some of our most important stuff.
Think so.
We, as you mentioned recently, the most recent spouse of the king, Poppy, has passed away. She was a very popular leader. She is gone, and her stepchild, what's their name? Peppercorn.
Caramel Peppercorn.
Caramel Peppercorn, that's right. We're actually like quite certain, I guess revealed at the end of last episode, was the one who magically assassinated her, I think, is what we know. So it's always been known that Peppercorn did not like his stepmother, but he seems to have acted on it.
You hate to see it.
I hate to see it. One more thing we know. The ruler of the underworld, because this is very important. We talk about the ruler of the underworld a lot. The ruler of the underworld, maybe their original name long ago was Clavula, but because the underworld is a mirror realm to the world that we live in, there is like a matching place. Unfortunately, you can think the upside down. I've been watching a lot of Stranger Things. A mirror world, kind of the same locations and similar people. And the underworld is full of shape changers who can take on the form of somebody on the living side. And so Clavula, this sort of great spirit, this ruler of the underworld, who jealously wants to return to the land of the living, has been taking the form in the underworld of whoever is kind of the most powerful person above ground. And there is sort of the soul connection that gets created. So Clavula tries to influence the politics, the power of the upper world by taking on this form. And currently, Clavula in the underworld, we know that they have taken the form of Tyrant Peppercorn. And so there's a question. Is Peppercorn's actions recently, are they chosen by Peppercorn, or are they influenced by the metaphysical connection with the ruler of the underworld who is pulling the strings behind the scenes? Hard to say.
Hard to say. You can't know.
And that was enough vamping, Vampex 13ing for Vampex 13 to return. So
thank you, everyone. Thank you. Sorry about that. I just also realized I had to grab my laundry really quick. I was like, oh yeah, my laundry's been in there all day, so I should probably grab that really quick.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
What a funny life of a streamer.
That'll happen when you do 3 streams in a day.
3?
That's too many.
What were the first 2?
I streamed and talked about board games this afternoon with my friend Ruel.
Oh, nice. You had a Ruel stream. Cool. And then played games?
I did a stream with Jen where she did art and I colored my coloring book.
Cute.
Wow, you've been collabing all day.
Big days, big days.
I took a break to film videos.
Oh, took a break to work.
A break.
Just in case you guys were worried, Amanda did take a break to do different work.
It'd be crazy if you were on the internet in front of people all day. So she took a break to record herself to be in front of people later.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And then after I'm done this, I will eat food, and then I'm going to finish some other work that I have to do.
Right, not to be confused with during this when you're also eating food.
And, doing work.
And working
arguably.
also in your terms. For us, maybe not. For you, well.
I'm so glad we do this, guys, by the way, because every time somebody asks me what my hobbies are, I'm like, I just do a PhD all the time. And then I'm like, wait, no.
Wait, no.
I do stream indie games on the internet, and that's a big enough deal for no one to notice that I only have one hobby. You know, that really
That's
blows them
good.
away.
You can
Yeah.
really get away with that.
Hmm?
That's what you want.
The board game stream Otto was over on Ruel Gaviola's channel. Yeah, it's you want to check out Ruel? He's great. And I did have a link to it posted in my Instagram story. But I forgot to post on Twitch today. But you can't post links anyways on Twitch, so yeah.
Don't do it.
I think it lets you guys know that I'm streaming when I'm doing a collab, but I'm not live. But I don't know. I sent a notification, but I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. You can tell me.
It's hard to know how things work. And indeed, perhaps there are some of you joining us who don't know how this works. So I'll show you
Tell
now.
us. Tell us.
Tell us.
Or show us.
Each turn, we draw a card, and then we check an interpretation guide to see who reads it and who this problem pertains to. Then we'll all try to solve it. I have drawn the Four of Swords.
Ooh.
The Four of Swords
Whoa.
is on page 88.
Sick.
And the High Priestess shall read. Who was dealt the High Priestess? Why, it was Amanda.
It was me. What page is it on?
88 at the bottom.
88?
If you're looking at spreads, at the bottom left.
All right. Bottom left. Four of Swords.
Four of Swords.
A little known statue dedicated to our craft has been desecrated. It is the latest in a long string of vandalism against shrines and memorials of magic. The pure heart will tell us what the statue used to depict, and the wild spirit will tell us the likeliest culprit. What can we do to protect our history?
I like that. Like the stakes, the last couple seemed like really, really high, and this seems kind
I
of
know,
cute.
no, it's just like
Ease us back in.
Yeah,
Ease
yeah,
us back
that's
in.
good. That's good.
some graffiti. Also, Otto, I think the other place that you could find the notifications or where I am is the Twitch schedule in the Discord. I think I put it on there as well. So it should be there as well. And there was a link, I think, to Ruel's stream.
This statue is of a feminine figure reaching towards and grasping one, you could call it a portal, and then reaching towards and grasping another, a connection of sorts between two worlds. The portal, as it's considered, is just sort of an archway that one could pass through, an alleyway in the town, and there's a certain immediacy to the statue, which seems to take up quite a bit of space in this alleyway. A little tucked away place, a tribute of sorts. Who is the most likely culprit, Wild Spirit?
Well, if you'll remember, we've known that some of the underworld's agents have slipped into this world, and recently we also closed a open portal that perhaps they had been using to spy on us at the coven. So the likeliest culprit is in fact some of these underworld agents who are trying to stop our magical ability to shape these portals so that we don't interfere anymore in their connection to this world.
What can we do to protect our history? Is our last question.
And this is a 4, yeah? Just for game mechanics?
Yeah, it's
okay.
a 4.
So did you say already we have the choice of...
No, I did not say.
Okay, great. So what we have the choice here, just a little mechanically. Each of us has a hand of wisdom cards that we've collected from the past, from past adventures, past moments, and we get cards when we decide to do nothing. We gain experience instead, I guess. And we have to.
Then we have to deal with consequences of not doing anything.
Correct.
Wow, one of us usually deals with the thing. As always.
That's
in
one
fact.
of us deals with it. Yeah.
So if we don't do nothing, which if all of us do nothing is quite bad, somebody has to do something. If we don't do nothing, our choices are to either solve a card with wisdom. It requires discarding 3 times the amount, 3 times the size of the card, the number on the card, in wisdom cards. So this is a 4, so you have to discard 12 points worth of cards. Or we can use our power. But our power comes from our own characteristics, and when we use it, we are deformed in a meaningful way. So, for example, we each have descriptions of who we are, and every time we use our power, we have to scratch out part of that description. So, for example, Finistrid used to fight for myself, for my friends, and for what is right, but now I just fight for myself and my friends. So that's the kind of.
I mean, it's bad, but like
It's
it's
interesting.
exciting.
Yeah. Can I suggest we just have a little role play warm up to solve this problem? Perhaps
Yes.
perhaps we meet somewhere in the coven to discuss this issue.
Yes. So Verdant is sitting in a chair, and I think Ivy, our little god of vines, rotund little sprite of vines, is sitting on my shoulder, and we're conferring. I don't know. Have we heard Ivy speak? I don't think that that's necessarily something we've heard.
I don't think so.
So I don't think that happens here either. But I think there's sort of like you know how like a child might talk to a stuffed animal and it's like there's responses back. I think Verdant is turning to Ivy and saying, "No, it is quite concerning, and I'm glad that you showed us. I don't know what to do about this. It feels like an attack of sorts."
I think it definitely is an attack. In the past, we've used that statue as a focal point of energy in order to cast portal casting spells. I mean, she does depict the goddess of portals, long forgotten, of course. It's clear what they're trying to do. They don't want us to be able to control the portals anymore. It's no surprise a portal opened up in the palace when Poppy passed away. This is how they are making their contact with this world, and they don't want us to have any control over it. I think we should see it as an opportunity, frankly. There are other places that we know which are fundamental to the creation of portals. Perhaps they're headed there. We lay a trap.
What's that? No, I don't think so. Ivy is wondering. Ivy is wondering if it's really such a big deal. Maybe it's just a little prank. You like pranks, don't you? Uh, don't you like pranks, Finistrid?
I mean, I do I do enjoy a prank, but this is a piece of history that's been destroyed. I don't like destroying that kind of thing. That's irresponsible. It's a travesty. This is a cultural loss. Agatha, tell them.
Well, I suppose in this situation, the most apt thing to do would be to hold a sect that is adjoining where we take our turns speaking our grievances about this. And after we've all brought forth our concerns and we've all significantly put out our feelings about this situation, then we could start the next step towards making amends, which of course would be a call of all of the covens in the greater area.
Okay.
This will take
Please
far
be
too
quiet.
long.
Well, this is simply the process.
Oh gosh. I mean, now I
It's
agree
been
with
the process
Ivy.
for a millennia.
This is not worth it to go through all of that. I'm going to die before we finish this process. Please.
if
Tell the
we
other
set a
witches
trap-
it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
It is on
It's
our watch,
embarrassing.
Agatha.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's only our history for the last 5,000 years that anytime something that has been desecrated, these are the steps you're supposed to take. Look, I didn't make up the format, but that is how it is supposed to be handled. Because if we want to get down to the bottom of it, it's very important that we join together, that magic finds one another. That is how we handle these things. After all, we don't know what powers could be behind this. It could be something small, it could be something large. What if you set a trap and you catch something that you're not prepared to handle?
I think it's at that moment that we hear kind of an awkward throat clearing, and Colonel John Smith, friend of the tea shop, is standing in the entranceway, holding a teacup that looks very small in his large hands, and he says, "Oh dear, I didn't realize perhaps I was interrupting something. I was under the impression you kept extra sugar back here." And we do. I think that as the camera pans out, it's clear that this is also used as kind of like a there's pantry
Pantry?
overflow here, right? Like this is a room where we talk about important things, but also, you know, there's some teas. They spill out over the place.
Yes, of course. Yes. I hope you didn't hear any of that embarrassing, just sort of squabbles among friends.
Well, there are many statues to the military. If that would be if I could have another commissioned, I think I know a good sculptor, if that would be of value.
I think that that would be a fine idea. And
Don't
once we go
don't
through our
tell him.
steps, once we go through our
It's
steps,
embarrassing.
that would be a good solution,
We are
I
not
think.
going through
Don't
those steps, Agatha. We have more important things to do. The
there are
king's wife
rules?
just died.
Oh my. Perhaps I've walked into something different than I thought. Is this not about the statues? And I think we see Verdant kind of like, oh, I don't want to talk about this in front of people, curling kind of away and feeling deeply awkward.
No, that is quite all right. It's simply we are talking about the statues, but perhaps there are some other things that we need to talk about in terms of how we should be holding ourselves. After all, we are a coven, and there are rules to these things.
Uh, John Smith pulls up a chair and sits down and says, "What kind of rules are there? What I quite enjoy a good hierarchy, and I think that rules can be lend themselves to all kinds of things. You have a rule about statues."
We do. Well, we have
Agatha,
a rule about
I'm just gonna let you do this. You don't need me here for this. I'm going to go head out to a local spot and do some work. And you know what?
not set a trap,
nobody else
though.
worry about this. You know, I'll sort it out. I'll just
What
sort
do
it
you
out.
mean?
I'm just gonna
What do you
sort it
mean you'll
out.
sort it out,
I'm gonna sort
Finistrid?
it out. I'm gonna sort it out.
Finistrid,
I'm gonna.
don't.
I'm.
Yes.
Bye.
And what if the statue was? And I think the Colonel continues asking questions along that vein, and we see Ivy, the little spirit, like pop, 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 sort of hop down Verd's shoulder and then pop, 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 hop up on the Colonel's shoulder. And Verdant, you can see is just like writhing in embarrassment. And I'm actually going to choose to do my last of my follies,
I
which
thought
is
maybe.
go
Yeah.
sulk in frustration or humiliation. I think
Oh
we just hear
no.
this like little like no as Verdant embarrassedly steps out of the room, feeling like everyone's making a big deal over something that isn't a big deal and it's embarrassing. And so she flightily travels up the
Oh
stairs.
dear.
Um, on the outskirts of town, uh, in the center of a farmer's cornfield. Uh, nice. On the top of a balding hill, there is a stone altar with sort of two giant spires of obsidian above it. They're broken now and in disrepair, and moss and ivy grows over the stone. Um, but it is a like quiet twilight evening, uh, and we just see a figure. It looked like a local youth. No shoes, just some threadbare clothing, walk through the field, checking back and forth up to the top of the hill. And they reach out to touch the stone altar. There's a flash of white light. And all at once, a nearby bale of hay explodes upwards, and coming out of it is a giant white rhinoceros with a becloaked figure on top of it. And Finisterd flies off of the rhinoceros and lands clutching this youth's, collar in his hands. Someone play my underworld agent pretending to be a youth.
Let go of me.
It's actually hard to hear you when you do
Let
that.
go of me.
Okay,
Let
great.
go of me.
What are you? Did Clavula send you?
Doesn't matter. Put me down. Unhand me.
You're never getting out of this, just so you know. You'll never see this realm again. You have your last chance to breathe this air, your last chance to make some impact on the land of the living. Tell me, what does Clavula want? What are you planning?
Put me down, traveler. You don't know what you deal with.
What does Clavula want? I'll put you down. And I lift him up and then just slam him so hard into the ground that there is a deep blackness and smoke that erupts as the figure is sent back to the underworld. And I'm gonna just discard my 13, my King of Cups, to deal with that issue right there.
You were right. So this was not a wrong move. This was genuinely an agent of harm.
Yeah.
Interesting. What folly do we think Agatha fell into there?
Oh, well, she definitely fell into insist on a burdensome tradition, ceremony, or etiquette.
Yep, that makes sense.
I don't think I'd done that one yet, so I was like, I should do that one.
A fun part of this game is when we're role playing out one of these scenarios, trying to detect when everybody is signaling their follies. You're like,
Yeah,
okay, all right, I got you. You're all being really annoying. I understand.
I understand.
Interesting.
The follies are here.
I think you have one more card than we have recorded here. You have a Knight of Pentacles, which is pretty good.
Oh, okay, cool. Is a knight an 11, a 12? What is that?
12. I'll write it down.
Okay, I could write it down.
I got it. It's fine. Cool. Oh, that means I need to draw a card for... I messed it up. I need to draw a card for Amanda McKnight.
You do.
One card.
One card. What's it gonna be?
It is the Seven of Swords.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
That's a good number, 7.
Some would say it's less than 8.
A little look behind the curtain here. Kurt has a lot of cards in his hand.
That is so true. And I'm being miserly. I will tell you explicitly I'm being miserly because if I save these for later, they won't be challenges that I have to work through.
Oh, yeah, the game is shorter. I forgot about that.
But also, just, I don't know, I feel like there's a strategic element to, it doesn't matter. I'm metagaming.
I think that there is a bit of a flow too, though, where when we hold our cards, then when we encounter some big thing, we can be like, boom, and deal with it in a really satisfying way.
Yeah.
So I feel like story-wise, it is a good choice to kind of prepare yourself.
Are you criticizing my choices, Amanda?
No, I'm just saying that Kurt and I both have a lot of cards.
Spending our cards responsibly. I understand. Fine.
Someone has to handle it. I'm just saying it won't be me because I'm saving cards.
There you go. That's all it takes. You just got to save a few cards here, folks.
Just got to save a few cards.
But not all of them. And indeed, now is time to move along to the next challenge.
Excellent.
I've drawn a big one, the Queen of Cups.
Ooh.
Are cups the weird one, or is that coins? I think that's coins. Doesn't matter. Cups, Queen of Cups. The star reads, and in case you forget who drew the star, the person who drew the star is no, it's Amanda.
Amanda.
You drew
I
the
was gonna say, I
sun.
think it was me.
I think the cups is the weird one.
Cups is the weird one.
I think so. Read this. Page 109.
Cups. The Queen of Cups?
The
Yeah.
Queen of Cups.
If the two of you have the same number of struck sources, I'll tell each of you what you can learn from the other. And if you agree, you'll draw a wisdom card, and I'll cross out one of your follies. And either way, we pass the challenge. Oh.
Oh,
If one of you has more struck sources than the other, we'll both strategize on how to restore you. And if we can spend 13 wisdom between the two of us, we'll recover one of your struck sources. Otherwise, we fail the challenge.
I see. Interesting.
Fun.
So, how many struck sources do you each have?
Oh, I've got way more, I
I have
think.
2 and he has 4.
Yep. So it is I. It is I.
Okay.
Not in a good way.
So, Kurt, tell us what struck sources you have. Struck sources, by the way, guys, are like the descriptions of our characters that we've had to strike out in order to use our power. We have to strategize to restore one of Kurt's. So, Kurt, what do we have to restore?
Once upon a time, I had love for myself, for my friends, and for all things that grow, but I no longer have them for myself, or for all things that grow,
Whoa,
which is sad.
that is sad.
Deep down, I am innocent, angry, and stronger than you think. But I'm not angry deep down, and I'm not stronger than you think. Just a sort of naivete.
Just innocent. Okay. Okay.
Hi, Jerry.
So, narratively or just like trope wise, it seems like the most important thing would be to restore love for yourself,
Does feel important.
Yeah.
So that's one option.
I think maybe love for yourself and either also for all things that grow or being stronger than you think. I think either one of those would also be good.
Those could also be good.
So three of the 4 options.
And think
are now
how
on the
sick it
table.
would be if we made her angry again.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Um
Okay, now we need to have ideas about what we could do. Now that we've had them all on the table, let's maybe
Well,
defer to
how do we get Verdant to love herself?
Oh, canonically, I'm not in this scene either. So,
is that how that works?
Physically, because
we're
I've
strategizing for again, like about
no,
you.
because last scene I chose my draw 2 cards.
True.
Don't be there physically for the next scene.
Oh,
This is
I
great.
imagine
Narrative.
Right.
this discussion
So-
happening after, like I'm up sulking basically, and something seems wrong.
Yeah.
I know that we had a bit of a public discussion, but I feel like this is something different.
It's the same thing, Agatha, that we've seen before. She's broken. It's her husband. It's everything that's happened. She doesn't have that strength in herself anymore. She doesn't see it. She doesn't see what we see.
Well, there has to be something that we can do. I mean, it's wild to me because I just think that she's one of the strongest people. Verdant is the strongest member of the coven.
Well, I mean, she's definitely really strong. I'll give her that, But like, that seems. I mean, are we
Well-
sure? Or
Who do you think is the strongest member of the coven?
it's not charismatic to talk about it. I think.
Well, what do you mean? Well, do you think you're the strongest member of the coven?
I think there's like some differences in terms of
Oh,
who's
you
like had their power
do? You think you're the
realized and who
strongest
has
member of the
potential.
coven?
I, Agatha, you
I'm
don't
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We all have our strengths, of course. Of course, we all have our strengths.
Of course, we all have our strengths. Oh, but the strongest member of the coven.
Say, does that crystal of yours,
Yes.
does it do backwards in time just as well as forwards?
Um, with the right, with the right ingredients. Mm. Yes, it can. It's very dangerous to go backwards, though. But what are you suggesting?
Well, because we know that Verdant has obviously done incredible things. He's been incredibly strong, powerful. Perhaps she's lost touch, but you have the ability to show her. We could show her.
We could go back, but I think it might be more important to focus on the present. Don't you? What if there's something that we could show her now?
Okay, I'm open. But
What
what, Agatha?
Well, what if we had a contest?
For who is the strongest in the coven?
Yes.
God. We want her to feel good at the end of this.
Well, I'm sorry. You still think you're the. It's just so funny.
All right. Yes, okay, fine. We'll have a competition if you want to have a competition, Agatha. Well, I can't promise what will happen, but we can have a competition.
All right. Well, why don't we have a competition and we could
What are the
well, I guess
what are the rules? 3 acts of
rules?
great magic, and we have Colonel Smith judge.
Oh, I like that. That's good. Yes, 3 acts of great magic. And we have Colonel Smith judge. And perhaps we have them in different areas.
Okay, interesting.
So perhaps we have one in regards to there's one that we could do perhaps outside. We could do summoning rituals outside. I think that would be interesting. And
What if we just let each mage decide what they are the best at? Do you think she'll agree to this? Or do we have to trick her into it?
well, I think we might have to trick her into it in her current state.
All right. Good.
What if we tell her that we need her to judge between us? And then we kind of goad her into getting involved.
I'm not entirely sure how that would work, but we could try it.
All right.
So
And if it
let's
doesn't work,
try.
if it doesn't work, I have the ingredients. They're rare, but we could go back in time. But I would advise against messing too much with the past. That's all.
Fine. Okay.
I literally can't be there, so
Oh, you
good luck,
actually.
folks.
Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, maybe we've made this mistake in character as well.
I think
Well,
so.
Maybe this is something where Verdant judges from like where she is.
But
Maybe
I think
she's
to,
like,
to,
I
to
don't want to come
respect-
down.
To respect the rules of the game, yeah, we have to make sure that she's not physically present.
She doesn't have to be physically present, but she could be visually present. She could see what we're doing, but not be there.
What if is it funnier though if we just both do great acts of magic and Verdant refuses to come out and watch, and then we're like, which of us won? And she.
In some way, maybe she'll learn something about herself watching us do magic.
We'll see about that. What kind of great act of magic does Agatha do? We've invited Verdant to come to these. We've told her about it. We've said we need you here at this moment. We need you to help us with something. What act of magic does Agatha pull off?
I think Agatha is going to change a fossil into a dinosaur.
Whoa. Okay, so at the museum in town, there's a massive dinosaur fossil that you've made come to life.
Yes.
I'm
What do you think of
imagining
that?
a huge uproar. People are like screaming and yelling and running about town. It is impressive, but it's rather derivative, don't you think? How
What do you mean?
uncreative. Dinosaur bones?
Uncreative?
Yes, what could you turn dinosaur bones into? Perhaps a dinosaur? Magic is without bound, Agatha. You can
Without
literally do
bound.
anything you want, and you've chosen
Wow.
something that a 2-year-old might think of on first blush. Let me show
I
you.
feel like bringing back a prehistoric creature is pretty impressive, but there are rules to magic. Let's not forget, Finistrid.
There are suggestions. I think you're going to appreciate this.
All right.
Finistrid takes Agatha to the center market square of the town and looks up to the tower where they told Verdant to be. I really hope she's here. I'm not sure, but you don't think she'd miss it, right?
Well, probably not. We did say she needed to be here. We did say we needed help.
Yes. You see the fountain?
Yes.
Everyone gathered around.
Yes.
Watch carefully. And Finistrid quiets his mind, meditates for a moment, and then goes to the edge of the fountain and with a handful of salt drops it into the water. And at once the water froths, turning white, rushing, sort of suddenly all becoming this like white mass. And then Finistrid snaps his fingers. A surge of transformation magic flows from his feet into the fountain, and it turns immediately into a blush of small white birds, all of the water evaporating at once into a flock of beautiful birds that sort of like ignite and explode into the sky, and all the townsfolk who are gathered around on this market day, they're all like amazed and shocked.
Can I add that they're amazed and shocked until the birds start to swarm. And then it becomes pandemonium.
Yes, and in the chaos, clearly Finistrid has lost focus, and the birds start turning back into water, kind of in random places throughout the town square, and so they're just like big like splashes of
Like
water.
some splashes, some things are still birds.
Yeah,
I imagine this dinosaur is still on the loose somewhere as well, roaring in the background. Well, that was quite impressive, I must say.
I thought it was beautiful, artistic, right?
It really was quite an expression, yes. I think the people, well, they enjoyed it at first, at least, so it's very good.
Well, I can't wait for Verdant's verdict, to set this straight finally.
We'll have to wait. We have 2 more magical feats that we must perform.
No. Let's just do one each. I meant 3 because there's 3 of us.
Oh, 1 each. Oh, I thought you meant we each would do 3.
No. We can't let this be like the noir event. We can't let it take 20 minutes.
You already did.
Shut up, Verdant!
Yes.
We march back to
You're
Verdant's
not
room.
physically present in this scene.
Well, that wasn't Vern's voice. That's just some disembodied hater.
Verdant, who's not visible in their room underneath some giant pile of blankets, I'm assuming, or something like that.
I mean, Verdant could still be here, just not physically present. Could be at a distance. I think that's still keeping within the rules.
I think this whole like competition happens, and then you both have this moment of like, where's Verdant? Where is Verdant? Uh, and I want like maybe the camera pans and like pulls out, and then like goes closer and closer towards this midnight fountain that we have. Not a fountain that turns into birds, just our own special wonder. And I think we see Verdant sitting there, um, and just reflecting, having a moment without anyone there to support her because certain people left. And I must ask you before I narrate the end of this, do you two contribute 13 value in cards, or is this going to be a bad time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
we can.
play.
You'll pay?
Yeah.
I could also pay. I mean, I think we can afford it.
Yeah, but let me pay.
I think this is worth spending. All right, you can pay. I'll keep my
discard
cards.
my 13, my King of Swords.
All right. Does this mean you win the magic contest?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think the magic contest does not matter. I think what we see is Verdant sitting and having this moment, realizing that maybe in this moment of quiet reflection, it's okay to love yourself. Uh, she's thinking just taking this time in a rare moment in which no one is here except herself, and is reconciling with, I guess, those feelings of loneliness, those feelings of self-worth, and is just thinking about maybe it's okay, um, to let that self-love back into my heart. And so in your grand gesture, all that maybe Verdant really needed was time alone to reflect.
Just some space from us.
I like to think that things were so exciting out there that maybe you even lost track of why you were doing this grand magic competition. And you come back and I'm in a better mood and we all seem to be in a good mood. And none of us really realized that there was any kind of grand intent in the first place.
Love it. Amazing.
Cute.
Cool.
She loves herself again. Yay.
Perfect.
You
It's
love
all
to see
thanks
it.
to us. We did it.
You gotta uncross out this part.
Yeah.
I do. I do. Okay. That was cute. Cool.
And
I'll
you get to
draw.
uncross out two, right?
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, I
What?
think so. I
What
think
does
you
it
guys
say?
are supposed to be even now.
We'll recover one of your struck
struck
sources.
Oh, one?
If
Just
only
one.
reading was one of my powers,
Oh, yeah, one.
but it's only ghost, and so I didn't know what
Only
either.
one trait back. Still pretty good though.
I'll take it. I'll take
We'll
it.
take it. Yeah, yeah.
Draw us a new
Cool.
card, Kurt.
I would love to. It's the Seven of Coins. Here it is.
7 of
Hmm.
coins. It's time the sun is going to read.
I think that
That's
might be
me.
you.
We've all been busy lately with vital pursuits and our personal troubles. But that's no excuse for neglect.
Oh.
The sanctuary's usual lack of tidiness has slipped out of control and become a literal disaster.
Oh no.
We'll each say which aspect of the mess we find the most appalling, inconvenient, or dangerous. To solve this challenge, we must clear away all three. But how, given that this mess fights back?
Is Ava's bed and breakfast, anyone?
Feels like it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we must each say which aspect of the mess we find most appalling, inconvenient, or dangerous. Agatha? You cannot hang your underwear on the line outside where the customers can see it for weeks at a time. This is a magical sanctuary where cool wizards do cool shit. And we can't have your well-used undergarments out on display. It ruins all the mystique. It ruins my abilities.
Well
I feel
used. This is new. And I think Agatha holds up a bright red lace pair of knickers.
okay. That's, you know what? It's not the old
Brand
part.
new.
I'm excited for you, Agatha, and so
Thank
is
you.
Colonel John Smith. I don't know.
I think he is like one room over, bright red, not engaging with this one, not engaging with this one at all.
Anyways, could you just clean up? Could you just take your laundry in? I know you're busy, but please.
I've been very busy. I've been doing spells all day, trying to clean up your mess in the kitchen.
I don't think I have a mess in the kitchen. There's a couple dishes.
What about that? No, what about the meal that you made that you didn't finish that's now become sentient and is trying to eat the dishes?
Oh, well, that's a normal sort of outcome if you cook super snail.
Well, I would prefer to have dishes in the kitchen, so if you could handle that, I will handle this. Yes?
But it's more their habitat now. I feel kind of like we should just let it be. It's
What is everyone talking about? Says Verdant. Verdant is walking down the stairs and I think has like, there's a shimmer in Verdant's hair of that like color that you associate only with Verdant. But in the basin, the wash basin, oh, it sure has been dyed all kinds of colors. So many colors were used to find the right color, the color that you just can't get unless you have a little magic. And I think there's just this wretched, like roiling mess of dyes, and it's
gosh.
powerful as well. Like dyes are quite caustic, actually, quite caustic and quite toxic and hard to get your
Yes.
hands on. The dishes are quite bad, actually. When you said you were having super snail, I thought you were going to pick one.
what?
Soup. Well,
Oh, soup or snail. Oh, no. that a common misunderstanding. But no, you do imbue the snails with super sentience, and it's good for your magical abilities unless you forget to eat them quickly, and then they sort of form a civilization of their own.
that
Well-known
seemed
problem.
ill-advised.
Right, but I was busy.
I've been busy as well, and I certainly haven't made a mess in the kitchen.
Right, but you have just spilled a
Well-
bit of the wash basin on the wall, haven't you?
Hmm.
Now it's the
Perhaps.
most putrid combination of green and orange I've ever seen.
It is quite awful, and I think we learn immediately that Verdant's least favorite mess is actually the one that Verdant made. Verdant can't look at all these wrong colors that aren't quite the right color. That was so hard to make.
Okay,
It's awful, and I wish you wouldn't point it out.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, Verdant.
It's fine.
We have customers. People come into this place, so I do feel like we have a duty to set this straight. I know we're all busy.
well, first, let's deal with the monster that's eating the dishes, and then we can clean the wall, and then we'll clear the laundry. What do you think?
Fine.
Let's do it in an orderly fashion, and if we do it together, it'll be done 3 times as fast.
All right, that makes a great deal of sense, and it doesn't seem like too much trouble when you say it like that. And Verdant beams with a friendly smile, walks over to the kitchen, and I'm going to do the folly, imperil yourself, because I think you can't just clean up this particular mess. It is, in fact, very dangerous.
Yes.
And we hear a shriek off
Oh.
camera, and sort of an explosion sound, and feet running very quickly away.
I meant we should go all at once, not one at a time.
Verdant, so so cowardly. They're snails. They're slow. That's the whole thing. It's easy to overcome them. I'll take care of the kitchen, no worries. And I will wander in as well. Verdant to it. Oh my gosh, they have nuclear weapons! And then there's a small explosion from the kitchen. It's small. And I emerge coughing. I'm gonna have to take the day off, Agatha. You've got this one. And I will play my folly, blame the cowardice of my coven mates, and head upstairs.
All right. Well,
8, 7, 6.
seven.
That's a 6. That's a 6 of coins for Anthony.
Well, I suppose it falls to me to once again clean up the place. And I think Agatha is going to conjure forth some spirits to help her tidy up.
You know the dishes get real bad and you gotta conjure some spirits?
I've been there.
Yeah.
We've all been
We've
there.
all been there, brother.
This might be the
She-
first prompt that can't not be silly.
She turns an imaginary dial between her hands up to 11, and every spirit that she summons starts moving in quick time to tidy everything up. It's also known, of course, that super snails are very much afraid of spirits. So they are quick to be quiet and quick to be tidied away and possibly and properly contained till the point that they can be till at such a time that they can be moved to a better location for them through the portals. I think Agatha has them held down in a binding area of the library and make sure that they have a proper environment, proper place to sleep, and some good snacks while they are in their care. The laundry is quite easy to clean up. There's only one spirit that really has to handle that, and Agatha also handles most of it herself. And when it comes to the colors, she has a whole team who scrub the walls at 8 times the speed until everything is quite tidied up thoroughly. No sign of any color that could possibly bother Verdant.
Excellent. Excellent.
And so I must now spend 21 points, yes? 7 times
Yeah, or
7.
strike a source, one of those two for sure.
It feels so funny to like spend a lot of resources on this.
Yes.
I think I will maybe use my cards for it.
Your call.
It also feels silly to deform yourself permanently to clean up the
Yeah,
house. So
I
I
think-
understand the
Agreed.
problem.
Probably
Yeah,
makes
no,
more
that makes
sense to
sense.
use cards thematically.
21. Let's do some math.
Let's do some blackjack.
Let's do some math. 21.
I guess your best combo is 13 plus 9. Gets you to 22.
13 plus 9. That gets me to 22, yeah.
That's the closest you're going to get.
Yeah, that seems good.
If you were Kurt, well,
Yeah.
you'd have options.
It's true.
Hmm.
I wasn't meaning to hoard so many. That's not what I meant to do.
But he did it.
I'm so close with I'm so close.
Just something
Other combos. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. A 13 and a 9.
Nice. Cool. And another challenge vanquished. I love the range of this game. We can occasionally deal with the murder of the Queen Regent, and then occasionally also just sort of try to clean up the kitchen.
Try to clean up our home. Yeah.
Yeah,
Equally challenging in their own ways.
equally challenging.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the end of our deck, which means now we must do something.
Guys,
Different.
the game is finally changing.
The game is changing. It's time to do something a little bit different.
So
Here's
we've
how
used
this-
every card in the tarot deck. We've either like
Yes.
drawn it for a challenge, or we've collected in our hands, or something. Okay.
That's right. Yeah. So, at the beginning of the game, you may not know this, but you were dealt 3 small decks of 3 secret cards.
Oh yeah, I feel like
We were?
Surprise.
I do remember something about this.
I don't remember that.
That's because
Did you tell us?
Oh, I might have mentioned it,
Oh, okay.
but
Did
now
you
it's
tell
time.
us? Are you making
Did you
up
tell
new
us?
rules so that you can win?
Are you cheating? You're doing a sin.
I win the RPG. Me,
Kurt's
the
always
victor.
trying to win. Ugh.
Min-maxing my hand over here.
Yeah, he
It's
is.
not my fault that you folks had to unstrike one of my sources.
You did admit that you were metagaming.
Amanda, what if it's PvP in the last round and
Oh
we
my
have
gosh,
been
we'll have to
played like
fight to death.
fools?
Wild. That would
Oh.
be betrayal. Betrayal at Witch on the Hill. Okay. Now that the
Okay.
challenge deck has run out of cards, it's time for us each to face the first card of our inevitable fate, starting with the holder of the sun. I believe that's Anthony.
Okay.
Anthony,
Yes.
choose your own fate. 1, 2, or 3.
3, please.
2, 3. Great. Okay. You are going to go to the interpretation guide. I believe there might be a special section at the end, perhaps.
Inevitable
Question mark?
fates? No. Inevitable fates. Yeah.
Should be
okay.
inevitable fates. Yeah.
I see it.
Great. Oh, maybe
Don't
not. No, that should be it.
understand
Yeah.
what it means.
Okay. Well, we're
but-
gonna draw your top card,
Okay.
the Devil.
Ah.
So now we must find.
Oh, I got it. On page 115.
Yes.
A denizen of the underworld, the player to my virtual left will tell me whom,
That's Amanda.
has offered to trade me the secrets of my true potential. Has offered to teach me the secrets of my true potential. Okay.
Okay.
If I agree to their training, I will strike the third source from the second line of my sources and gain a new folly, lose control over forces not meant for me. Then I'll claim the card beneath this one as an extension of my power.
What if you've already struck it?
Then you blacken it.
Oh.
Bro.
Yeah.
Amanda, who is offering this?
I think Agatha's offering this.
Denizen of the underworld?
Oh, it has to be a denizen of the underworld.
Twist.
Yeah, that is the one thing, yeah. But
Well,
if you want, you could be like under sway. What's the word for that? It doesn't matter. You could be
Thrall.
like
I feel like
thrall. Yes.
didn't
yeah.
we free Agatha from her thrall though?
Essentially. But if you
Yeah.
wanted to
It's
like
up to you, but
we could even say this is like a thing that
I'm gonna
happened
say it's Finistrid's envious doppelganger
ooh,
that is
sure.
offering
Dark
this,
earlier. Yeah,
Finistrid.
that's great.
Okay.
who has perfected, or so they claim, Finistrid's magic and is willing to show Finistrid what they have learned, but of course at a cost.
You see, I am the true Finistrid. Whereas you adopted this name, stole it, I was Finistrid all along.
I became Finistrid.
So what would you have me teach you? Would you learn?
How do I know you're not lying? I created Finistrid. It was my act that bore this into the world.
Yes, but I perfected it.
I honed it.
Is my potential great? Like the way I see it? in my dreams.
Choose.
Fine. I am. I'm stronger than you. You will not beat me. I can take your teachings and do with them what I will. Teach me. I'll take your costs.
Okay. Gain your new folly and your new power.
And you're blackened in that one trait.
Yeah. So yeah,
Mm.
there's a lot of things happening.
We're gonna find out what happens with that.
Just a part of you that's always going to be different now. I'm not sure which one of the ones. I'm not looking at it.
So it's the third one of my second line. My second line is I fight for myself, for my friends, and for what is right. So what is right gets blackened. And I think that what happens when you blacken it is you actually replace it with something else, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So my choices are blacken with security, so I can fight for security, my ego, the thrill of battle, or any senseless self-destructive thing. Can we flip that second card first to see what this new source of power is? What?
The Empress.
Ooh. Ooh. What does this mean in terms of like game mechanics?
I shall tell you now. You have a source of power right now. You should see it somewhere on your sheet. You chose it at the start. Now you will choose another, I believe, out of two options, just as you did at the start, that will join your existing power to make a second. And the
Okay.
Empress is where exactly, Kurt? Give me just a second. The Empress. Hey. Hello. Can I not
Hello.
spell? I can't spell. That's the thing. Choose between Earth magic and Celebration magic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Fun. Uh, hmm. I get this. Thoughts are Earth magic feels right for the underworld. Maybe you could sort of like see that there's like a drawing of power from like the deep roots of the world. But celebration magic feels like, Finistrid loves a party, Finistrid loves to dance, and there's this like this like explosion of like turning inwards or selfishness that seems to drive this particular teaching. It feels maybe uh, power driven by gluttony. Uh, enjoying oneself seems correct.
Great. Then you have it. And what, pray tell, is blackened?
Um, so, uh, I fight for myself, for my friends, and for my legend.
Great. That feels correct. Amanda, which of the two? One
I
or two?
want to.
Two. You have drawn the Lovers.
Oh.
Please, on page 115, read out the passage for the Lovers, which is the third passage on that page. Right side.
An admirer, the player to my left will tell me whom, has been hinting they would like to start a family with me.
The player to your right or to your left?
Left.
Yeah.
Which is,
You.
I mean, we do clockwise, right? So
Yeah. The domestic, strictly mortal kind of family, which can't be built in a sanctuary of magic forever on the brink of crisis. If this is something I want, I'll take a resource, friend, or wonder from the sanctuary, then add my family to the second line of my sources. If I do, I'll claim the card beneath this one as an extension of my power.
Okay. So, I think we know who this has to be, right? I don't think he's suggesting children. I think he's suggesting settling down. I think the Colonel, is suggesting just to share something with him. He would never have made this move if he hadn't realized during that long talk about all the ways of the witches and the rules and the world, never have realized just how old you are. And that shifted his feelings from, it's nice to have her company, to like, this could mean something, maybe. Could it? Um, yeah.
Oh. I think Agatha's gonna go for it.
Okay. You must
Yeah.
strike a resource, friend, or wonder from the sanctuary. Which shall it be? I will note, not that you must do this, but we do have one that we already know is doomed.
That we already know is doomed.
We put a little skull beside it. I think it was you, in fact, much long
Oh.
ago.
Oh, yes.
Put a skull beside our circle of protection.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Cool. But you don't have to strike that one. It's within your power to choose which narrative
Could also
lane to
take our
strike.
enormous egg.
It's true.
I don't know how that makes any sense, but
I'm taking this enormous egg. It's coming with me.
Could be a sacrifice of sorts to protect this new family that you're making, or maybe there's an envy or a jealousy or something that breaks in our connection to one of the people. So many options. It doesn't have to be a wonder.
could remove our safe shelter for the lost
Yeah.
because
We
you're
need that
taking those
room.
rooms up with John Smith.
um, I think. Oof.
You guys want to hear a fun factoid while Amanda's thinking? I put on these
What?
headphones. These headphones are not the headphones I normally wear. And as we were getting started, I was like, Kurt, are you playing some music in the background? Because it sounded to me like there was like a very soft sax solo happening somewhere. And as we've been playing, it's been fine. But when we get quiet, I can hear something happening just in this right headphone. And I think, based on playing with the wire, I think I'm picking up radio signals somehow. Because I can stop
How?
it, but if I like let it go down here, I'm
Wild.
like it's like some radio station I'm picking up in this headphone.
I think I'm gonna strike out a circle of protection.
Okay. You want to tell us
Why?
about that?
I think I needed the ingredients that we use to maintain our circle of protection. I needed, what holds it in place. And so I took the anchor for it. So I think the circle is still technically there. And unless you've been checking on the anchor, you may not notice that it's completely like down.
And just because you needed it for your new place? What?
Yeah, I needed it for my new place
Keep it
with
safe.
with John Smith.
Okay, cool. I like it. So
Yeah.
is this circle of protection, has it been like on the entire tea shop? Like has been keeping us safe? Cool.
The entire time, yeah.
That's
Fascinating.
bad news.
It's not great.
I mean,
But
granted, things have still come in, so I mean, how good can it be?
how good can it be?
That's
You
what
have
Agatha that's
drawn
what Agatha says. I mean, how good can it be? Good enough to protect a mortal, maybe, but witches, nah, we're always vulnerable in some way. We don't need it.
as your power, you have drawn temperance. which says choose between balance magic and water magic.
Hmm. So balance magic and water magic?
That's right.
Balance magic and water magic. When you say balance magic, it's like balancing things. Balance.
I can't answer that for you.
Hmm. I'll go with balance magic.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great. And so now that power joins your collection of power. I have drawn on top of my inevitable fates the Hermit. I have an opportunity to learn more about the very nature of magic itself, but it will require uninterrupted concentration and study, possibly for years. If I can bear to leave my coven mates behind for that long, I'll strike my friends from the second line of my sources, draw 2 wisdom cards of my choice from the discard pile, and claim the card beneath this one as an extension of my power. I have love for myself and my friends. This is what I would receive if I acquiesced, but I don't.
Whoa.
And so
Oh,
that card
there's
and the
this-
one beneath it, whatever that is, I actually,
So,
out of game, don't yet know,
Yeah.
are
oh,
gone.
okay.
Okay. Do we know anything about those last cards? I'm assuming they show up in the finale or something.
I, out of game, don't know what they're for.
You don't know they're
Only
for.
that yours were not discarded and
Okay.
mine was.
Okay.
Okay.
He's been blinded by an angelic light.
Nothing changed in my environment.
Huh.
Only your perception of me changed because that maneuver was selfless.
I think it could be just the moving of something in your frame. Because that happens to me in clothes. Just like it's been happening to me all day with my black sweater because there's so
Oh,
much
it's Amanda.
black.
I understand. It's Amanda.
Oh no, I'm not
Amanda's
saying it's
doing
me.
it.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
you're wearing
Amanda's
a dark
doing it.
color.
No, I
yes,
understand.
it's
It's
me.
Amanda
You
doing
got
it.
me. I'm doing it. It's my witchy magic, my witchy ways. Where do I add balance, by the way?
I mean, we can just write it beside your other power, which is what? Time
Time.
magic? Yes.
Time magic and conjure spirits.
What? And balance
Like,
magic. Time magic and balance magic. I've
well,
added
yeah,
it.
but my
It's
power
cool.
is best used to seek knowledge, but it can also be used to conjure spirits.
Sure.
So saying could go there.
Sure.
Balance magic, time magic. And I also need to add that another source of my power is my family, right? Isn't that a thing?
Oh. You add that, eh?
Ooh, cool. I don't know. You were the one who read your
I'll
card.
strike a resource friend or wonder, and then I'll add my family to the second line of my sources.
Oh, great.
Cool.
Wow. Great, but also, oh no.
Why?
Well, because if it's stricken, what does that mean? I have love for my family?
Stricken.
Stricken.
Uh,
Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
So
Now,
where do I add that though? To the
just-
second line they said? So
I
Yeah.
see the value
in
in
myself, in my friends, and in the company of others, and my family?
Correct.
yeah. That would be a messed up cross out right there, but now you've got it. Okay.
I see no value in my family.
Now that we have done this, each of us finally will ask one of the questions of each of the others from page 31, way up on page 31.
Right.
Starting with the sun and ending with the star, which means Anthony and going clockwise.
Okay.
We will be each choosing one of those questions to
One
ask
of these of each of the others.
Each-
Okay, so I'm going to
oh.
ask this to both of you.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what I'm reading. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think people watching, do you want to hear what all the questions are? Was it an easy choice to make? How can you just give up so much? Is this really what you want? How could you bear to leave us? are we holding you back? When can we see you? And are you ever coming back to us? So I'm gonna choose for both of you. Is this really what you want?
And I think I'll answer for Verdant, but not as Verdant, because I
Mhm.
don't think this is happening between our characters. I think that it is. Verdant's powers feel like part of her, and to gain new ones wouldn't be the same. It would change who she was, and she feels like she finally knows who that is. So, no, it doesn't feel wrong. It is really what she wants. Is this really what Agatha wants?
Interesting question.
Interesting question.
No, but I think she thinks she wants it.
Spicy. Spice E. Also, hi,
Okay.
Mikey. Also, hi, Jamie from the future. I remembered.
Hi, Jamie in the future.
Wow, he did it.
Beautiful. Amanda, can you ask one of these questions for each of us to consider?
Yes, I will ask.
My right ear sounds like this.
Are are we holding you back?
Ooh,
I will answer for Finistrid. Yes. He's always wanted to travel. That's where his power comes from, and he said he'd stay in the coven for now until we sorted things out. And things still aren't sorted out. He feels his power is fading, and he needs something else. He needs something to infuse him with more power. He's found it.
there's a certain line of thought that suggests restraints don't have to be displeasure. Perhaps they just make you feel your own presence more. To struggle against something to work within it is a kind of reward in itself. Could there be more out there for Verdant? Of course there could. But isn't there something about the security of a seatbelt? It'll hold you back, but maybe at the right moments.
And now, Kurt, ask both of us a
How can
question.
you just give up so much?
Because if I don't try, then I'll never know.
Ooh, that's good. Amanda with the zingers.
I know there's risk, but I'm invincible. I'll survive.
Oh, damn.
We'll see.
Mistakes being made before our eyes. Okay, beautiful. Now that we've done that, we will ask a seventh question of the deck.
Thank you,
Hi
Raquel. This
guys,
feels
I'm
really
the
good.
deck.
Hello, Spree the deck.
That's what tarot decks sound like. I don't know if
Yeah.
you knew that. That's just what it sounds like. How's this all going to end?
Oof. Is this us jumping into the next? Oh no. Okay.
Three of coins. I've drawn the three of coins from our dwindling deck. And now we would consider that in an actual tarot kind of way.
Oh. Did we look up the interpretation of three of coins, or should we just think about it?
I will show you. I think Amanda knows more than some of us, but we see a three figures incredibly appropriately. We see
Oh.
three figures all standing facing each other, one raised, each standing underneath the sigil of something that maybe represents more than they do. Maybe took a very long time to make. Is their presence here permanent? Are they gathered here because they're continuing something? Because they're starting something new? Or are they gathered here because they're saying a sort of goodbye? I don't think we have the answers to these questions, but I think this was the perfect card to make us wonder them.
Very good card. A 3 of Pentacles. Pentacles are magic. 3. That's the number of us.
That's us.
That's us. That's right.
Wait, that's random.
That's random. Yeah.
We
that's
don't
random.
know. Kurt could just be like he
I just
scripted
feel
the whole
like
game out ahead
I
of time.
took
so
our
many things
deck.
in this game that don't feel random. Do you know what I mean? Don't some of the things that are happening feel
It's all
like
fated
it
to be.
feels scripted, some stuff, and I'm like, none of it is. I know. I
Don't
think.
tell them, Amanda. Don't tell them. I had to take a week off because we were in rehearsals. There's some really hard stuff at the end of this episode. We couldn't get it right.
It was wild that we decided to go with laundry fight,
I know. Laundry fight was a weird choice.
but we rehearsed it so well that no one
We
would know that
did.
that was our choice.
No one would know.
I'm currently sorting the discard pile from ascending so that the lowest card's on top and the highest card's on the bottom. This is our new challenge deck. We're going to flip the top card, and that will be our current challenge.
Do we have a new section that we draw those from, or is it still the like?
We have. There's no
troubles?
way to have ever encountered these troubles before, because any trouble that we resolve is tucked back into the box.
Right. Okay. I see.
So these are only
So-
things that we would not have addressed, which is kind of genius, actually.
Yeah,
how they
super
did
smart.
that.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the same part of the book then, is the takeaway from that.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the takeaway from that. Now, I will tell you, you'll note there's a section on estranged coven mates that may or may not be relevant. Anthony, do you have that open in front of you right now?
Ooh, I certainly did.
I thought you might.
I got
Perhaps
it.
you would
Yeah.
read it aloud to us.
Estranged coven mates. Depending on the twists and turns of fate, one or more members of the coven may no longer be living in the sanctuary. Agatha. Challenges still capture the attention of the entire coven, no matter how far flung. But we may have to explain how estranged members find out about them, or how they find the time to help. Being estranged doesn't have to mean they never visit. All it means that the coven is no longer their primary focus.
So I'm distracted.
Well, it's up to
Right.
you how distracted
Okay.
you are, but we can
Right.
we're allowed to play that you are.
There's some
not
level
here.
of me needing to juggle clearly two things.
That's right. Before we jump into this phase 2 here, I'm gonna take a quick break and go to the bathroom.
Please,
it's like a
as the
natural
book
moment.
The
recommends.
book says we should take a stretch.
I did
It
see
was
that
all
part.
faded.
I'll be right back.
Perfect.
All right.
For those of you with us, have you ever gotten a tarot reading? I'm not going to do one for you. That's not an offer.
Yes, I have.
Amanda has. I have also, actually. I think it's kind of a fun way to think questions about the self that you
I
may not
agree.
have asked.
Yeah. I always say to people when we do our tarot streams on my channel, when those get unlocked. Also, I think I'm going to eat the rest of the kisses in this Grinch.
Yeah, that makes sense. You need to eat things.
Duck opened it at the bottom for me because I didn't want to ruin, because I thought it looked like a little Grinch baton. And I really like that. So I wanted to maintain the integrity of that. Sorry, microphone. So we opened it from the bottom, which I don't think you're supposed to do because it also like kind of broke the bottom. But the good news is I can still get the kisses out this way. And do you guys want to see the... Oh, I don't have any of the kisses that are as good as the other ones.
Don't know
That's
what that could
disappointing.
mean.
Oh, no, here's one. Look. Wait, I have to prop it up the right way. Otherwise, you won't be able to see his face. Okay,
Come
camera.
on, camera.
Come on,
Don't you know how
camera.
to do makeup demonstrations? This is how products are shown.
I know. It should autofocus.
Joker, I have not seen Santa Claus shaped Kit Kats myself. I don't know if I can eat Kit Kats. I like them, but
Hey, look at that.
there we go.
Little Grinch face on the bottom of the kisses.
Pretty cute. Pretty cute.
I just love how he's so smushed. He's so smushed. Anyways, I think that tarot is great for also just diving into questions about the self and to kind of like roll around ideas and see how you feel about it. So it's kind of how we approach tarot as well whenever I do it, is I just say to people, it's not really about whether or not the cards are right or wrong. It's more about how you feel about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And let that guide you.
I'm not a mystical person, but I do believe in self-reflection. And I do believe in sort of prompts that might lead to thoughts that you might not have had on your own. That's why people go to therapy, because the therapist will ask questions you might not have thought of, will have you ask questions of yourself that you might not have thought of. And I don't think that tarot is a good substitute for therapy, but I do
No.
think that both share something in common, which is that they are interesting avenues through which one can do self-reflection. And that's fun. I know that some folks get a little bit more intense about it than that, but that's my relationship to these decks of French cards.
I concur.
I concur.
I concur with that.
Yeah, that's how
Green
it's
Skull
said.
says, well said. I agree. Yeah, my Grinch baton, right? Don't you see it, Green Skull? Isn't it glorious? I kind of want to put like some tinsel in it and seal it up and make it like a real Grinch baton. Grinch baton, Grinch baton.
Grinch baton.
What have I come back to?
I don't really understand what Amanda's Grinch baton notions are. I see it.
Grinch
Oh, there was,
baton.
but you say that like it's a
Cat gets
thing.
me.
Like
Grinch
that's
It's
like
so
baton.
everybody knows the Grinch baton.
whatever. You guys love me and my Grinch baton. I know the truth.
I do love you. I'm
Yes,
not
we
sure
agree that
about
we love
Grinch
you.
baton.
Grinch baton is an extension of me.
If you love me, you love my Grinch baton. We're a package deal, Mom.
Cool.
Wow, we're weird. Well,
And on
I
that
can't
note,
speak for you. I'm weird at least, I think.
no, I can get on that train. Also,
All
for the
right.
record, that card that I discarded and I was like, I don't even know what's underneath it. I actually will know what's under. It was only the card. Never mind. I just don't get the power. Moving forward, our last act, we have a different resolution option. Everything is exactly the same, except instead of just solving with wisdom, striking a source, or falling to a folly, we can also learn from the past. We tell everyone about how the challenge presents us with an opportunity to repeat one of our follies and how we realize, resist, and alter the pattern this time around. What this might change or mean moving forward. We cross out that folly and we recover a stricken but not blackened source.
Stricken, but not blackened.
Right. Now, I should say this does not solve the challenge.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So this is an
It's
addition.
No, it's your option 4, fix something about yourself instead of and get rid of a folly.
So you
So
you
you
remove
don't
a
win.
folly, right? Okay. You remove a folly, you learn something, and you use that to take out a stricken, but you're wasting time, quote unquote. You're not helping the party at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
You're not
something
helping the
that's
party.
important for you, but it's not addressing the challenge, which I
Mhm.
feel like makes a lot of sense. Sometimes you learn something and it's not about immediacy.
Yeah.
Now, when we finally get through the last challenge in the challenge deck, we'll flip some last cards. But before that, we must draw our first challenge card. And again, these are
Woo!
in ascending order. I have
Right.
drawn the Two of Wands.
The
The Two of
Two of
Wands.
Wands.
And where is that, Kurt?
I'm lost in the book. Okay, it is on page 94, and the High Priestess is going to read this one to us.
Well, that's Amanda.
Let me
It
read
is,
you
yes, page 94.
a story. Um.
Oh, this feels like we've done this before.
It's
So
very in
the
line with something, but not
two
seen
of
before.
wands?
Two of
Yep.
wands, yeah.
All of my predictions of late have been false visions, tainted by a flickering menace. Worsen the underworld's claim over me, but we fought to free me.
It's
And
true.
I'll discard a wisdom card. How can we clear the pall of the underworld from over me and restore my second sight?
Wow. Dark
So
shit.
I'm sorry, I have to discard a wisdom card?
You do. It
Do I
can
get to
be.
choose or is it random?
You may choose. You may choose.
4 of coins, I
That
guess.
makes sense.
I guess.
I guess. There's only 3 of us.
Should I just delete these, by the way, and move the other ones up?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, you don't need the ones that you crossed out.
Okay. Yeah, I thought so.
Okay. Um,
What does worsen the claim mean?
well, in this case, it means that we're going to
Because I'm gonna have my soul sucked out by demons.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
Yeah.
fine.
I think it just says, no, this is the old soul, right?
Yes.
The underworld's claim on you going one higher would mean you must be more careful. Cross out one of your follies.
Oh, okay. So I have to cross out one of my follies.
Correct.
Yes.
Well, I guess this is gonna be like kind of character changing, I think, for Agatha. But I feel like the ones that make the most sense based on the story of this is either withhold vital information from my coven mates because my visions aren't maybe giving me anything to withhold at this time, or fail to act until it's too late because if my visions were being messed up, that's going to make me not feel as calm about stuff. So I feel like I won't be able to wait until it's too late. I'm going to be more proactive.
I think that's
Yeah.
kind of juicy. Yeah.
You like that? Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
great.
Okay, so I can no longer fail to act until it's too late.
Big change for Agatha.
Huge. That she loves doing that. She's super into it.
She does it all the time.
Does it all the time.
Okay, you discard your wisdom card. We've worsened the underworld's claim. We must now decide how to clear the pall of the underworld from you and restore your second sight. One question for you, Amanda Agatha.
Yes,
Are you at the coven or are you at home?
I am at home.
How do the two of us find out about this?
I think
I-
maybe. Oh yeah, you have an idea? Go, Kurt.
Unless if you've got a
No,
thought, I don't interrupt.
no. Please take it. I want to see what you say.
I think it's discovered that the circle of protection is missing or disempowered, right? And why would you have made that decision? Surely because something that you saw led you astray. So I think we're here to address it.
Ooh, it's deep. Okay. Let's say that we start noticing rats coming into the kitchen, which like literally hasn't happened for ages. And we're like, I'm pretty sure the circle of protection used to keep those out. And that's like the tip off that we have to go check. And then we find the stone at the center has gone missing. And do we just piece it together, Kurt?
I think so. I think we've been wondering like how Agatha has managed to establish a space. This just makes sense in an unfortunate sort of way. I think it's a polite knock that you hear at the door, not a thunderous rage.
Agatha!
I think Agatha answers the door in sweats.
Maid sweats.
Sounds like what happens when you eat mage.
No, like in athleisure wear.
Okay, cool.
Yes, yes.
Surely you
Oh,
know why we're here.
Yes, I believe it's better if maybe you do the talking.
um, well, uh, come inside. And Agatha welcomes you into a sitting room. Um, it's a little bit askew. She's clearly been tidying up while you were in the middle of I think she was in the midst of doing her laundry when you arrived. Um oh sorry, I'll let me just move this
It's
over here.
been so long
Please
since I saw that
have a
red
seat.
lace.
Oh, yes, well, uh I'm sorry, I don't quite understand what this is about.
He had somebody steal from the register for the first time, and I don't know, ever. And
Well,
rats.
let's not forget when we were leaving the tea for people to just grab. There was a bit of theft that happened then.
Agatha, please.
Oh, I understand. You care about your family now. You want them to be safe. But you didn't even tell us, Agatha. What's happening?
Well, I had a vision.
Yes?
Well, I saw it clear as day. The circle, well, it simply wouldn't have worked in the state it was in.
The circle was
It was
broken?
it was already broken.
Agatha, I don't know how to address this with you. We. This isn't what I would expect of you. And it isn't right. And it's okay to have asked for protection for this space. And I think there's a pointed look at Finistrid like, this needs to be the baseline. But to have absconded with it without speaking to us.
It's
You
not
have to
like you.
understand. Well, the circle was already broken. So as I said, you simply wouldn't have missed it.
What exactly did you see? What detail did you see?
I saw I saw shadows. And they were coming from within the tea shop. They were already there.
I cannot.
Is this about the shadows? Did they do something?
There's no shadows, Agatha. We swept the place, obviously, immediately when we realized the circle was down. It was the only sensible thing to do. I mean, we're lucky. Nothing's happened yet. There's nothing in there. Whatever
So
you're
nothing has
seeing.
happened.
Well, and then I think with sort of a pleading face, Verdant turns to Finistrid and says, could it be possible that it was broken, that it. But then she catches herself. I'm going to strike, be thwarted by your inexperience. She shakes her
Mm.
head. No, no, this was a mistake. And you need not apologize if you won't, but I wish that you had. I'm going to unstrike stronger than you think. Uh,
Nice. Metal.
but that does not solve our challenge.
It
It
does
simply
not
ends
solve our
my
challenge.
involvement with it.
Agatha, I know you're sensitive with your materials, and of course every mage is, but would you mind? Could I just look at the clouded crystal? I promise I'll wear gloves. I won't touch it. It's just something I've been wondering.
I suppose you could. And I think Agatha removes it and passes it to you carefully.
Such a very gingerly. Yes.
What is it?
I take out a small vial, place it on the table. This is fresh spring water, untouched by any living being's eyes before I found it and sealed it in here. You know what property it has, Agatha, when it comes in contact with anything tainted by the underworld.
Yes.
Evaporates on contact, as anything pure would when meeting pure evil.
Yes.
I tap my finger into it and spray it against the clouded crystal. A spray of steam fills the room.
What?
Clouded. Compromised, you're right. There were shadows. Shadows inside, but not the way you thought. Your visions, you've been misled. Verdant's been pointing it out to me for weeks. Little inconsistencies are the things you report. Things that don't make sense, things that don't happen to be true.
How is this possible? I thought...
Have you seen him again? One who came to you?
No.
Agatha? Have you seen him again?
No.
Think, Agatha, perhaps he wipes your memory when you see him. Think.
I haven't seen him.
Are there any holes in your memory, Agatha? You have to think more clearly.
There are no holes in my memory. I don't understand how someone could have taken this unless... But that's impossible because if I brought the source here, it shouldn't be able to get... Of course, I'm not alone in the house.
You're saying
Well, it's the only
The
thing that I
Colonel?
can think of because he's not here all the time. Of course he's not here all the time. He has a life. I can't keep him tied to the home.
is he here now?
Yes.
I'm going to
He's in
bring
the
him down here.
backyard. Well, just go out to the backyard. He's out there.
Door
He's
slams
sunning.
open.
Okay.
He's what?
He's sunning. He's just getting a little tan in the sun.
I bring back a naked colonel who's just like wrapping the towel around him hastily as he's dragged back inside. And I throw him rather too roughly onto the large,
Oh, be careful.
cushy chair in the corner. Do I have permission to investigate whether there are any other presences in this body? Colonel?
I...
Is it safe? He says, looking a little uncomfortable, but perhaps accepting this strange aspect of the reality that he has become a part of.
As long as there's only you in there, it's completely safe. If there's anything else behind those eyes, well, it's not safe at all, is it? Well, you don't have anything to worry about, my friend. Fine, then. And I close my eyes, and I cross my two silver swords in front of me in a cross, and with my eyes closed, I slowly bring them closer and closer to the colonel's face until the metal, cold metal, is touching his forehead. And as it does, there's like this like searing noise of a steak hitting a griddle, and we see this like shadow get like pushed backwards out from the colonel, out of the chair behind him, and all at once I like leap fully over the chair and like put my hand on this like gauzy, shadowy thing on the ground. You vicious creature, Agatha.
Just a man. To bear with a mortal man. Fool.
God, you vile thing! And I just shove it back down to the underworld as I keep doing this. Agatha.
I think I am going to strike something out. Is that an option?
If you
Or
wish.
just been blinded by the light again?
Are you?
I have, yeah.
So
Sure.
are you? You're solving this.
Yeah. Does anyone want to do any other follies or anything?
Oh, I'm follied up. I did my one thing.
Yeah. So sorry, when you do a folly, you recover a trait. Is that how that works now?
So there's normal, everything that was true before is
Everything
still true.
was true before, and fourth option, recover, heal yourself.
Yeah. Strike
Okay.
a folly, and then
But if you do one, then obviously you can't
you
do
can't
the
do that
others.
folly anymore. Yeah, because you learned.
Are you striking a folly?
No, I was gonna strike a trait.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you are resolving it then. Okay. Anthony, don't delete that coin, I guess.
Yeah, I will not delete this 6 of coins. Okay, wait, I'm gonna put some sauce on it then, if that's the way this is being resolved. Cause,
Yeah. You can put some sauce on it. Sauce it up for us.
Just yeah, I'm gonna pull a folly here. One of my follies is just escalate the hostility between the coven and another faction. And so as I have this shadow on the ground, I like get really close up into its like twisted, fading, flickering face. I'm like, enough of you coming up here. I'm going down there. Every last one of you, I am ripping. You are out of this goddamned world. And if you don't kill me first, I'll kill all of you! And with that, I kind of like I crush it into the floor. But I think we can all sense that there was perhaps a bit too much aggression, a bit too much painting a target on my back. And I look up at the rest of you.
Now, the great tragedy here, of course, is that we know what the next card is going to be in this deck, and that's as low as the cards in this deck can go.
Okay.
Now, if we wanted, I'm just saying this is my last strategy comment from this game.
Sure,
It's not about strategy. Amanda, you could, heal yourself or something, and we could have Anthony spend the 6 of coins as opposed to drawing a card that is going to be.
I guess low. I guess we know that, right?
Yes. That is true.
Please wait while we metagame.
I was going to.
It's a mechanical question.
Yeah. I think we're just playing the game.
Let me give you a little offering, a little taste of the story that I was going to weave here in this moment.
Yeah, lay it on us.
In this moment, Agatha's home has been threatened. Her partner has been threatened. And while I did say I don't think that Agatha really wants this, but I think that she thinks that she wants this at this time. She is going to become a version of a person that you maybe have not seen before with Agatha. I am imagining her losing all sense of reason and completely smiting this being in this moment. And I was going to strike out honorable.
Okay, if that's what you want to see.
Cool.
But if you guys like the idea of, obviously Anthony's already in a place to take it out. then I could heal something.
However, I mean, how this goes down is obvious then if you do that. You strike your honorable, Anthony's Finistrid like drives this demon downwards, escalating the problem, but then you're escalating it with Finistrid,
More.
right?
Yeah,
There's
that's
like a
I was
with
thinking like
prejudice of the both of you doing
Finistrid's
this.
fire kind of fuels my fire, kind of we kind of feed off each other. And I think in that moment, Agatha actually becomes more like Finistrid than we've like it starts to become clear how Finistrid could be the person to inherit Agatha's powers.
That's
That's how
great.
I was
And I
Cool.
thinking
think
about it.
that's exactly what happens, and Anthony draws a simple Two of Cups.
Nice.
Sorry about
Yay.
the Two of Cups,
I
but
mean, I wasn't
No,
thinking about
got to
it.
move through that deck anyway. Speaking of which,
so I think Agatha actually with her powers of balance as Finistrid pushes this being into downwards, Finistrid actually uses her balance to pull it back up, and at the same time, so this being actually splits and is basically atomized.
Okay. We actually destroy it.
Like, yeah, I destroy it on not just a cellular level, but also on like a, I guess, spiritual level. The force of resistance is so great that this being ceases to be.
Okay.
We watch it just go out of reality.
go.
Okay. Sweet. Sweet.
All
To the
right.
point that we all feel a little dazed because this being doesn't exist. So we remember somewhat what happened, but like our minds are almost like it feels kind of like if you've been on one of those drop rides, you know how your tummy goes up? Imagine that in your head. That's the feeling. That's the sensation.
And I think even already having stormed out, that sensation does pass over Verdant as well, who feels sort of like an almost a wave of nausea. And maybe that I'll draw our next card.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right.
Three of Wands,
Alrighty.
which is me, actually, because we're right on the Wands page, and there it is. The Fool reads, I have awoken without warning or fanfare with a horrifying mark of the underworld's menace on my face. Worsen the underworld's claim on me, and I'll discard a wisdom card. I can't even leave the sanctuary without inspiring fear and alarm in the kingdom's populace. How do I get rid of this mark? Well, I guess when that wave, that feeling passes over me, I close my eyes and steady myself. And when I next look in a mirror, the face that looks back at me is that of my late husband.
Yeah! That's what I was cheering for. Amazing. And Verdant's late husband is a well-known criminal against the court. So
Yeah.
does inspire fear and alarm. Okay, what happens when you worsen the underworld's claim on yourself, Verdant?
I add a folly, and the folly is plead with the underworld for aid.
Whoa, that's cool. Did you discard a wisdom card?
I did not yet. I will discard my lowest wisdom card because why would I want that?
Excellent. Okay, and now we must find a way to get this mark off of her face.
If either of you want any follies, I could do it. I could do it. I have the cards.
Got the cards. I mean, yeah, sweet. Yeah, great.
I think on Verdant's part, uh, we see them almost looking at their husband, almost ask their husband, which is a reflection of this underworld menace, for help. Have to push down this urge, this stomach lifting urge to just abandon the notion of control, of peace, and instead walks down. How did we become aware of it? I guess, you know what? I think I just about face and we're back and this is immediately afterwards,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
I
My
march back
God.
in.
It's got both of you. You're both polluted by this underworld presence. I'm gonna get it out of you, Verdant. And I just like get ready to go crazy. Get my
Calm
somersaults.
yourself. Calm yourself. I can deal with this. I can address this.
How can I
know.
trust your words? Is Verdant even in there?
You should trust me, Finistrid. We've been through so much.
There are two-faced liars all around us. Her very own partner was against her, and how do I know I can trust you, Verdant?
Then leave. Then ignore me and leave. Don't listen to anything I have to say.
If after all we've been through, we can't trust one another, what can we trust?
I can't trust you, Agatha. You stole our circle of protection and almost got us all killed. Fine, you deal with each other. I'm going to keep our place safe. And I smash the door behind me and do more harm than good.
And I'm going to strike out, chiding the foolishness of one of my coven mates as a folly.
And what are you healing?
And I will heal. Have hope for the future.
Oh. Perhaps because of what follows, which is that you see me take a deep breath and move my hands down slowly, like I'm letting out a great weight, and without violence or struggle, as an incredible juxtaposition to the banishment we just saw, the spirit just dissipates. And I take another breath, more steady on my feet. Anthony, you have drawn the 3 of Cups.
Yeah!
Big wins, big numbers.
We'll take them where we can get them. And I am spending the 4 and 5 of Cups to total 9 and address this challenge.
Just sort of
Nice.
like peace, like
It's canonically solving it with wisdom, and I think it was just an understanding that, yeah, we know how to do this. We can address these threats.
Right.
We're ready. Makes sense for Agatha's response, perhaps. Okay,
hit us with another.
we got 5 of coins, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not mistaken.
Not mistaken.
Well done. Swords, coins.
Page 101, the High Priestess reads.
A friend of the sanctuary. The star will decide whom.
That's
Is
you.
that also me?
Yeah.
Okay. Has grown increasingly ill of late. And the sickness has so far resisted all of our charms and poultices. The
Colonel
only known
Smith.
cure. What?
I said, well, he got possessed. I don't know. It seems like it makes sense.
Oh my goodness. The only known cure requires an extraordinary regent, which is unfortunately under lock and key in an unfriendly merchant's private collection. What can we do for them?
So...
Okay, I'll take your suggestion.
Yay! Take that. Your boyfriend's sick.
Thanks. Great. Love that for me. Although literally a recent experience. Not this level of sick, but not this level of sick. More like head cold sick.
It's going around.
It's going around. So what can we do for them? Heist?
I like. Oh wait, what can we do for them? Does that mean unfriendly merchant, or does that mean the person who's sick?
I was thinking for Colonel Smith.
Okay.
I also like the idea of me just saying that as Agatha when it's like, heist?
Heist?
You know what? And the thing is, this could be an immediate continuation as well. We both turn to the Colonel, who's,
fallen to the floor is
not
doing so great.
Well,
you
we must
said
heal
you would
him.
be fine. Oh wait, you're not here.
Speak not to Finistrid.
I'm out of the door.
Yeah, I know. Finistrid said he would be fine.
What Finistrid said does not matter. You know what we need for this.
Well,
You
there's
and I
only one
both know.
solution, but
A heist?
perhaps
Not for
we're going.
you. Surely you should take care of him. He's
Well,
here.
well, but how will you? How will you get in? How will you get out?
Never mind. I'll take care of it, she says. And you know what? I'm just going to play my hand here. I'm going to strike innocent.
Oh,
Deep down, I am not
Whoa!
innocent.
Ooh,
But before
I
I
love that.
do the heist, I think I go up to Finistrid's chambers and say, I'm leaving shortly to fix what has been wrought to the colonel. And I look myself again, of course.
Is it really Verdant I'm speaking to?
You know who it is you speak to, but it matters not. I tell you this simply so you know that what you have wrought is unkind.
I saved him, and I saved Agatha. If I hadn't done that, you might have not been able to save yourself either. You must respect me, Verdant, and what I've done.
I do respect you, Finistrid. You know that I do. But you knew that if you were right, this would be what would come of it.
I have bigger problems than Agatha's ailing husband. He was near death anyways. The kingdom is at risk. What of this man? He drinks tea. He's not important to the fate of the world.
He is a friend.
Your vision is clouded by sentimentality.
All right. Then I depart.
Good luck. I'm going to be here trying to save the world.
Okay.
I think I'm just ripping follies. Just feels story appropriate. So
It's great. No,
I'm going to
you're doing
underestimate the problem. It's not at all strategic, but
amazing. Okay. Amanda, mechanically, how do you think Agatha's situation resolves?
So I think that Agatha stays with the colonel, as you said, and I think covers him up, puts him in a robe, gets him cozy. I imagine that the solution is pretty instant, like pretty fast acting.
Yeah, I think so. And we can imagine that Verdant comes back, doesn't say what was done. We both know what was done. This was a theft,
Yeah.
but a theft we saw as necessary, whether
Yes.
it was or not, in the grand ethical scheme.
Have we made a new enemy?
Not mechanically, but I think we can keep that in
Not
mind.
mechanically.
Okay.
Okay.
So I still don't, I guess, speaking of mechanically, how does this resolve for you?
So I imagine that when you bring it, it's kind of a wordless exchange, and Agatha basically takes the solvent and pours it on top of the colonel's head directly. And it coats his hair and his face and becomes almost like a gluey substance. And for a second, he panics, but then it dissolves. And then he sighs. Oh. And he's up on his feet. And he says, well, I think I seem more tanned, don't you? And he seems to have forgotten the entire ordeal, I think.
Sure.
That's good. That's nice.
Seems good. Seems good for the colonel.
Are you?
It's the best way for him.
Did I miss it? Are you doing like a folly or something?
I've been
here?
trying to ask that question.
Am I doing a fall? Oh, I already did, didn't I?
What did you do? I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, didn't I?
Did you? Oh, you scratched. No.
Oh, was that last time?
That was last
I
time.
think so,
Sorry,
yeah.
this is all one event.
Yeah,
so
sorry.
it's-
We're
I
striking them
understand.
together now.
We've
Yeah.
been because that's fun.
Yeah. I just drew the Eight of Swords. Is that right, Kurt?
I
Yes,
mean,
you just
this
read the Eight
is
of
kind of
Swords.
a not great one mechanically to wipe out.
Mhm.
But I think I'll wipe out departing on mysterious business because I think when you told Agatha to stay, she would have had that temptation to like ignore and do her own thing and operate in her own shadows and her own means. But I think she's really starting to come to respect her coven mates and see them as equals, whereas normally she would have seen herself as more of the leader of the group. So I don't think she'll be departing on mysterious business anymore. I think she's going to try to learn from her mistakes
Cool.
and communicate more with her group.
What heals?
Um, what does heal?
If you'd prefer to reframe it slightly, you could depart on one last mysterious business to never have to do it again. Maybe that's like your last time doing that folly.
Hmm. Like there's just one more thing I need to tidy up.
Yeah, maybe the cure is administered, things seem stable, and then you're like putting on your outerwear,
Hmm.
and we're both confused. That's just an alternative if you don't like the options for unstriking.
I'm just trying to think of like what I would unstrike that thematically makes
Agreed. That's why I
yeah.
offered you an alternative. Also, hi, just Rob.
Because I was gonna unstrike honorable, but I just struck it, so it feels a little weird to strike it and then unstrike it. Is that weird?
Maybe it's like almost, you saw a dark path in front of you and turned away.
I think I will depart on one more trip.
One more
One
trip.
more.
And
Agatha,
I
where are
get
you
two
going?
cards.
Agatha, are you leaving?
I will be back.
Wait,
Please.
now? Well, we were just about to have dinner. Perhaps Verdant could stay and no. And you can see a familiar look of resignation pass across his face. No, it's all right. You can go. I understand.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
2 cards for Amanda.
Whoa.
We
Where am I
have
going? What am I
the
doing? Who
8
knows?
of
Mysterious.
Wands. It's
8 of Wands.
mysterious. Might tie into
Ooh.
whatever we draw. And the 8 of Cups.
Whoa.
Double 8 Wands and Cups.
We had
Double 8 Wands and
wands and
Cups.
cups. Double
Double
eight.
8.
Wands
Wands.
and
That's a
Cups.
really good pull.
No, it's in order.
It is in order, but it's a good pull.
It's a good pull.
It's a good pull. Sorry. Yes, it's in
They're in
order.
order of the tarot.
They are in order from lowest
ascending.
to highest.
Yeah.
Oh, lowest to highest. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah. It only
That's why
gets worse
Anthony
from
keeps
here.
drawing garbage. The next one is the 9 of Swords.
Okay.
That's our problem today.
Nine of
Ta-da!
Swords sounds intense.
It is. It's Crying Man who's not happy with his mall-based purchases.
This time the moon is going to read. I think that's Kurt.
It is Kurt. The one time I don't navigate to that 9 of Swords. An army of the underworld appears each night on the outskirts of the kingdom to terrorize the populace and vanishes by daybreak. The holder of the sun will tell us about the havoc they're wreaking. The holder of the star will tell us what their lieutenant is demanding of the coven in exchange for their withdrawal. What should we do about these attacks? So the sun, what havoc are they wreaking?
Um, they are they are swapping children.
Yep.
They are in a particular ritual. They can flip the places of a spirit stuck in the underworld and the overworld being that the underworld person is mirroring. and they can flip places. And this is what they do each night. So slowly, the town's populace, their children are being turned into strange, soulless husks, underworld beings that only look like the children they used to be.
And what is their lieutenant demanding of the coven, Star?
Amanda,
Amanda.
you are
Sorry, I'm
Star.
explaining how the game works to
Oh,
Dre, who was just commenting about how it's a team game. And I was like, it is. And I was just saying that it's not exactly Dungeons and Dragons that we're playing today. We are playing a game called Wickedness. And just explaining that it's not really, we don't really have a dungeon master, anyone running it. We don't roll dice, but we are drawing cards. There are little elements of chance, but mostly it's a collaborative storytelling game where we're all kind of in charge of setting the scene and also playing the game as players. So we do like a little bit of both. Just to imagination, definitely lots of imagination here.
It's just like football.
It's pretty similar. Pretty similar.
And
There's
now we have
definitely
to do the
similarities.
backflips for the halftime performance.
I'm ready. Put me
Amanda,
in.
what is the lieutenant demanding of our coven
The
in exchange for their
lieutenant
withdrawal?
is demanding that our coven um vacate the town.
Whoa.
Like they'll back down if we back down, but we gotta go.
I
We're
think
not
in
welcome.
media res, we're face to face with the lieutenant.
Ooh, like
Do
it.
we think it is like nightfall out on a neutral field, or do we think that in what feels very wrong but looks very commonplace, a plainclothes dressed person is sitting in our tea shop as we tersely discuss a grave situation?
I like that second one, but let's say it's Finistrid. Upside down
Mhm.
Finistrid.
Upside down
Yeah,
Finistrid. I love that.
that's great. Um, I think we can hear the sound of tea being poured. 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. And that's the only sound in this place. Verdant sits, the chair squeaking against the floor as she pulls it back underneath her, and all 4 of us sit at the table. 2 opposite versions facing each other, and 2 remaining members of the coven facing as well. You understand this is a simple request. All you need to do is leave, and then so too shall we.
Right, but see, the thing is that we've been here before you got here.
But the thing is that you and I have a kind of deal, don't we? I taught you something, and now you'll show me something.
Finistrid looks sort of uneasily sidelong at Verdant, see whether she reacts to that.
Her face is poker face.
I feel like our deal's already done. I don't like adders-ons, people who try to make it seem like you still owe them something.
Oh, of course, of course. I hate people who still owe me something. I understand. This is a different kind of deal, though. A kind of deal. It's not really about you, it's about the town. Those precious children.
I just don't quite understand. Uh, I'm the most powerful battle mage that
Mm.
this world's ever known. I could destroy your troops, or you can decide to remove them.
Well, it's such a shame, all the troops and the children in the same place. You don't have that kind of precision, do you? I would know, wouldn't I? You've learned so much.
What do you want of this place? We can make a deal. I'm happy to cooperate.
Oh, it's not just you, Finny.
Don't call me
It's
that.
all 3, isn't it? All 3. A deal is only a deal if it's signed by all three parties. You understand how the underworld works, don't you? It's all about contracts.
You can't have the other two. They're bound to this place. Verdant's toes are in the soil, and Agatha is family here. But
Hmm.
me you can have. Send me where you want me. Take what you want.
Is that how it works? My understanding is that I've brought something I don't need anymore. All these children. And so you too, in good faith, should bring something you don't need anymore. Is that your self? And a name almost escapes this vision's lips, but doesn't, would, if this inversion could.
Yes. Yes, you can have me. You can have this thing, the name, the legend. You can have it if you want.
Finistrid, are you sure?
Trust
I feel
me.
your focus has been so narrow.
That's
If
what
you
it
give this
takes.
up, it's
And what would
and I
you do,
think
Verdant?
I and I think suddenly we as viewers see a flickering of Agatha, because Agatha, of course, isn't here. So the only deal that we could make here is something that only involves one of us. And you know it, and I know it. And if this third dark Finistrid knew it, we would have nothing to barter anymore. And so Verdant nods and says, "You can give away what you wish. You hold power over that."
This is my duty. In some ways, and Finistrid sort of nods at the version of him sitting across the table. It's my fault. You
Well,
want
then it
my
sounds like we have a deal.
have a
Hmm?
deal.
Simple.
You want my name or my spirit?
You can see there's like when you say name, shaking. Your name. Yes. Your name. Yes, I need it. Please.
You know what this name costs, right?
I know what this name costs. I'm giving it to you. Take it.
Fine. For the children. Children, you must leave this place. You must return the children to their parents. Every one of them. And in exchange, the name. It's a deal.
Yes. Shake.
Goodbye, Finistrid.
Goodbye, Danielle. Goodbye. And Finistrid walks away. And Verdant lets out a long breath. And when the tinkling bell of the tea shop closes, she opens up her hand, which was holding your true name for safekeeping.
Thank you.
He doesn't even know that he didn't take it.
I think maybe he got what he wanted.
Maybe. You did well.
Verdant, I just want you to know. I took on a debt when I bought that name.
What do you mean?
There was a child. She was caught nearby in the magic. Sweet child. And I didn't know what I was doing. I was inexperienced. Magic took her, my own sister. And debts, they accumulate interest. There's no escaping it.
Oh, Daniel. Some interest can be paid. And if you're cool with this, Amanda, I think we see a small figure beside you, saved from somewhere while attention was another place. The end of a kind of mysterious business.
Is it real, Verdant?
You saw it. I think it's real. She is there.
She's safe?
I think so. But only if Agatha can make the right choice. Only if Agatha does not depart again. For there was honor in this, but is there honor in her heart?
And for a second, Minister just stares at sort of the ghostly embodiment of his sister. Daniel, rather, sorry. I trust she'll make the right decision.
Amanda, what is your mechanical resolution for this turn? We've set up an option, but you don't have to do it.
Cross out departing on mysterious business. I'm gonna restore my honor.
Very cool.
He set it up so well for me.
We try. I think
That was great.
Yeah, I
really
guess
liked that scene.
I think my folly was imperiling myself because this holding of the name,
Yeah.
not good choice.
No.
So I will draw. And
on my part, I am scratching off for myself. I no longer fight for myself.
Oh.
whoa. I really thought it was going to be for my legend, but you can't, I guess, because it's already blackened.
I think I can't,
Yeah.
right? I can't? Yeah.
Unless you think it's cool, in which case I wouldn't stop you.
All right. Maybe we'll have a rule
If
of
it's cool, then it always beats the rules. That's how we RPG.
So we have a possibility here for like a scene where Agatha returns with Daniel's sister. If you want, Amanda, I don't know. We can
Yeah.
leave it for this next scene,
could
or we can do it
always-
now, or
I feel like let's see where we go next because I think we can incorporate this
We're pretty close also.
into where
We're
we're
drawing
headed
down.
next.
Okay.
What's
And
left in
then-
our deck?
There were 14 cards at the start of this second set. There's now only 5. So we're really up at the dredges now. Knight of Wands.
Knight of Wands.
Knight
right,
of Wands.
let's find out. Magician reads. That's me, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting. An agent of the underworld has stolen my body, and is doing such a good job of impersonating me that you might never have noticed.
No way.
Each of you will tell me what tipped you off that I wasn't myself, and I'll tell you how long I've been floating around helplessly watching. How do we get my body back? And if we solve this challenge with wisdom, I may recover a stricken source, but not a blackened one.
That's crazy. How did...
What? Wait. How long has that been going on?
Well, I think it just happened, right?
Like,
By giving away Finistrid, you gave away, in spite of our cares, too much.
You kept the name, but you didn't keep everything. In fact, just the name.
in fact, just the name.
I can solve it with wisdom.
Okay.
I can solve it with wisdom.
Can you?
I think I can go all out. This is my max.
If this is your max, that seems cool.
It does seem
Yeah, I think you should solve it. But what tipped us off?
cool. Yeah. Start with
Yes,
that,
yes,
and then
sorry. I think we were looking for it. We knew this was a possibility.
I think Finistrid stopped dancing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I
Oof.
think that's what tipped Agatha off. I think Agatha maybe invited you to go dancing with her and John Smith. And you were not interested at all.
It's too serious of a time. I don't feel the joy in my toes. Thank you for the offer.
All right.
Walking down to the place where the egg is kept, I think Verdant approaches this beautiful Fabergé egg that we keep, that until now, narratively, has not been something that has served a function. But I think opening a delicate brass hinge, Verdant opens the top, and you see inside this little crank. And a music box song begins to play. And a figure begins to spin. A figure that looks a lot like Finistrid used to look. I think it spins the wrong way.
So many signs.
Closes the egg, latches it back. Let's a finger linger on it for a moment in a kind of affection at this strange reflection. And we know, and we're ready. She walks upstairs, and we both, I think, are facing Daniel now.
What's the problem?
Agatha.
I think as we prepare to do something here, that is when Finistrid reveals their plan.
Yeah.
I think we are about to strike. Like, I'm assuming that as you notice this, that's when fake Finistrid shows up to question you. But I'm behind Finistrid, and Agatha steps out of the shadows.
Okay, yeah.
And we both get ready.
Yeah.
And
then Agatha, you're like just drawing up your power, and you can see the little pebbles on the sidewalk in front of you. Finistrid's like only, like 4 meters in front of you. As the pebbles start to like quiver and like skitter across the ground, and they start to like arrange themselves in patterns. And you see an H appear and an E, and I'm imagining you're just kind of like stuck for a moment as you're like caught off guard by this, and in front of you, fake Finistrid is like, Verdant, what's the issue? You seem concerned.
I have the concerns for a friend.
And Agatha,
Someone very wise told me I should be concerned for them.
Agatha, you see the words he, and then must, and see her. Concerned for a friend. I understand. I'm concerned about you, Verdant. Not acting normally.
Agatha holds onto her crystal and begins to mutter an incantation.
Agatha, the little one. The little one now.
Agatha, what are you doing?
And that's when you see a figure come out from behind Agatha's skirts.
Is this some sort of illusion or trick, Agatha? I don't want you playing your tricks on me.
No, not a trick.
And you can see Daniel there, sort of like unsure, recoiling slightly. Tears start to well in the corner of his eyes. I don't know what you're doing, but please stop. Stop.
No. You have to look at her.
Who is it? Who is she?
You know who it is.
Tears now well up, fall down the nose, corner of the mouth, down the chin, and drop. As the teardrop drops, hits the floor, there's this like little slight flash of lightning. And Finistrid and writhing and like is on all fours on the ground. And then looks up and reaches out for her. Sue, touch my hand, please touch my hand.
And Sue reaches out, and her delicate fingers just brush against Daniel's.
And in that moment, the body comes to rest. Lying on his back, breathing heavily. And Daniel sits up. He wraps the little girl in his arms and holds her close. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
They zoom out. The two of them embraced in the center of the garden. Daniel's two friends standing near. As the brother and sister hug each other, pulling in close.
Did you know this was always a thing for your character?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you?
At some
Because
point,
there was
yeah.
a part when we were, where was the thing when we were in the tree and you had to fight? What was in the tree? Remember?
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. It was like a flashback.
Yeah.
I was being haunted by the like appearance of my underworld demon, which is actually just like Sue returning to me.
Yeah, was that there then? Was that a choice that you knew about then?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
When you were going through that, I was like, there's some unresolved trauma over here.
Something's going on.
That's really cool. Very cool.
So
Ooh. Yeah, a little sprinkle on top of this. I think I'm going to cross out ignore the wisdom of one of your coven mates because that was a plan that we all made together.
Ooh.
And that will
Ooh.
unstrike my love for all things that grow as I gaze upon the garden and your sister within it.
Oh,
Small
so sweet.
things reaching up
So sweet.
slowly.
Amazing.
Um,
So mechanically,
do
I've
I
discarded
wait,
all
was
my
this
cards.
did I
Yes,
already do a mechanical thing or did I not
I
do
don't
it?
think you did.
Okay, I'm gonna strike out withhold vital information from your coven mates,
That seems fair.
and I am going to restore um harmless.
That's nice.
Yeah,
We're growing. We're
Cool.
growing.
we're healing.
We're healing. All right. Speaking of which, Queen of Wands. Oh, Anthony, I think you get to unstrike a source. That's just part of it for
Oh,
this
for
because you solved
that.
it with wisdom.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I forget what card that was. That was the
Knight of Wands, you
Knight
may
of Wands.
if we solve this challenge with wisdom, you may recover a
Nice.
stricken source.
Okay. Deep down, I am caring.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, that's nice.
Seems right.
It does seem nice.
seems correct. This is a nice game. We like messed ourselves up and now we're healing.
It's true. High Priestess, could you go to page 97 and read us Queen of Wands? Middle. What is camera do?
Camera wants so much card.
Camera
Don't make
says
sense.
brightness.
I'm sorry to everyone who has to look at my
No,
bright face.
you're good.
You're like literally like
I-
an archon or something. You're angelic.
Oh.
So sorry, we're on. Is this still wands?
Queen of Wands,
Yes,
yeah.
Queen of
yeah.
Wands,
Queen of Wands.
97.
We're just going down the
Okay.
page.
Seems like it.
I have not left bed in 3 whole days. And I say that my underworld menace is present with me. This is actually where I wanted to head us toward. This is weird. Waiting for me to die so that it can take my soul to the underworld. Though neither of you can see it with the naked eye. How can we get me back up to my old business again? Love how that's worded. If we solve this challenge with wisdom, I may recover a stricken source, but not a blackened one. I only have 1 stricken source left, which is lively, which
Oh,
feels
wow. Not that being perfect.
And I would like to add that I feel that Agatha is not just unwell. She won't stop muttering about the hourglass that she sees.
Right. That is her horror haunting from the underworld is this hourglass that's constantly running down.
And I think the time is almost out.
Okay.
I'm thinking she's got hours left. And she's been talking about this for 3 days. You guys have been What have you been doing actually? What's going on?
I
What do
think
you
at
think?
first we didn't know because you were in your home with your husband. Or
Do you
I don't know
think
if you married, but
Yeah, I think he's my husband. That's fine.
yeah.
We can get married. I'm fine. I'll marry John Smith. I'm good with that. I don't know if it's gonna last to the end of the campaign. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Your
know, but
family is close
we're
enough,
family.
right? Your family.
What
I
if
do love him, so there's that. I think he maybe brought me to you
Okay. On
That
day
makes
2,
sense.
on day 2.
he's like, I don't know what's happening. Please.
She's been walking and pacing the room, and she won't stop talking about some sort of what is it again, Agatha, that you were saying? I see it's running out. The time. I need Finistrid.
Finistrid
Time
is
is coming.
gone.
I need Finistrid. One.
I'm Agatha. Agatha. I'm here. It's me, Daniel. I know you're not exactly who you're looking for, but I am. I am here.
I can't see anymore. I can't
Future
see anything.
or anything.
I can't see. Don't you understand? It's my time. I've always known.
Agatha, you speak nonsense.
I've always known. I should have told Finistrid years ago.
Finis-
I'm here. What do you want? Can you tell me now?
I need to lay down. It's almost time.
Verdant, can I speak to you for a second?
Please.
I need to show you something.
Then show me.
I don't know if you remember. When times were simpler, you asked me and Agatha about when we first met, and I told you about our classroom days. You remember?
I remember. Old times.
Well, I know we've always disagreed about exactly what the marks meant, but I told you that I had a circle, a mark on my arm.
Of course.
And that Agatha, well, she had a circle eclipsed by a square. I told you that this is the mark of the Mage of Space, and she had the Mage of Time. And in time, they had said the Mage of Space will take the place of the Mage of Time. Transition will be made. But Verdant, it's gone. The mark is gone. Ever since that night, I'm not the Mage of Space, if that ever was a real thing. Finistrid is. Finistrid always was.
Then she must know. For we must tell her. All right. Okay. Amanda, mechanically, you or I could address this with wisdom. Do you want to, or may I?
I think that when the time runs out, that Agatha goes back through her life and sees the lives of those that have come before. And I think that she is given a choice. Someone comes for her. I think they do wear the guise of many faces, primarily that of Verdon's husband, but also the face of all of the people that Agatha feels she's let down in the past. And they offer her a choice to let go and go with them, or to remain, feeling the pain of all of the lives that she has shifted, no longer able to hide from her inaction.
As you're making that decision, if I may, Amanda, I'm going to try to riff with you in an okay way. You're like stuck you're in the past, you're in this world, and there's just like a foggy voice coming through the haze. Maybe for a moment you can kind of see Verdant and Daniel over your bed, but you're not sure. Just in a faraway alternate universe, and you just hear what was once Finistrid's voice echoing through. It won't be me, Agatha. You have to hold on. You have to hold on, or the underworld gets it all. They'll see through your eyes. They'll control the visions of the future. You have to hold on, Agatha. There's no other way.
I can't keep going. I've caused so much pain. I don't think I can bear it.
That is the past, Agatha. You always told me it was too dangerous to mess with the past. You don't think about the past. You always told me, look towards the future, and there are people you can hurt in the future. You don't come back, there are countless people you'll hurt in the future. Don't be burdened by the past. Think of the future, Agatha.
But in the future, what if I make the same mistakes? What if I haven't learned anything? What if time is just destined to repeat itself?
Cutting to Agatha lying in her bed. All that she's saying in the tea house is just these incoherent mumbles that we can't make out. You understand what she's saying?
I do not.
I wish we could help.
And I think I will pass it to you, Verdant, to help Agatha in this moment. I feel like thematically this could be more satisfying.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something, and then I'm going to explain why.
Okay.
Burden draws a deep breath, ready to speak the truth that there is no Finistrid. And you're free, and it's done. And so she speaks, and she tells you of this, and she tells you of this. But it's too much when someone is so closely connected to the underworld. And I think I'm going to strike something, actually. Think that's my actual move. Yeah. I think realizing just the onerousness of this decision. On the surface, our Verdant is not sprightly anymore. There's like a real burden that is taken on in the curing. Verdant reaches forward, stems that tide of information, and places a hand. And it's the hand that acts as the conduit that brings you back, but it also takes some of the burden with it. That's what it's for. That's what we're for, is to share that burden. Come back.
And I think Agatha gasps. And her body just like seizes upward and she begins to float. And all at once, it's like every year that has ever passed passes across Agatha's face. You see her through all of time. And then her eyes open. And she really sees. She sees Verdant standing over her. And she begins to tilt until her feet touch the ground. You saved me.
As you have saved us times before.
It was my time.
Perhaps, but it was not your space. And it cannot be one without being both.
I'm sorry that I haven't done more in the past. I promise
Shh.
to try to do more in the present.
Make no promises. Unless we know we can keep them. So for both of you, how would you like to resolve your... Here's why I made my choice. Mechanically,
Okay.
I will tell you now, we will each have one more thing at the end. One last, that secret card might need some wisdom, baby. So
Yeah,
I made a
might need some
choice.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm gonna cross out one of my follies. I did it because I wanted to cross out one of my follies that I passed it on to you mechanically, and also because it felt right. Like I feel like Agatha needed help in that moment.
That makes sense.
So I crossed out exclaiming my neutrality in this matter, and I have restored my lively trait. So I'm fully healed.
Nice. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I too am gonna cross out a folly. Just caught on which one.
Which one?
I think I'm gonna choose blame the cowardice of one of your coven mates. I think it is fitting here. A thing I do often, annoyed at somebody's inaction here, but I feel like here I was at the mercy of Agatha and need her desperately. So I'm gonna cross that out, and I'm also. Oh wait, yeah, okay, nice. Ooh. When I cross things out, it kills all my follies on the sheet. Okay.
Oh?
And that means I can restore. I fight
that's
for
on me.
myself.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Oh, right, because I did yours the dumb way.
Dumb
I'll
way.
fix that.
That's
Actually,
okay.
could you just press Control Z and I can fix that separately?
Yeah.
But
It's okay. We can remember that.
we are so close. King of Cups. King of Cups. Clap, clap.
King of Cups.
Clap,
King
clap.
of Cups. King of Cups.
The star reads.
Okay. A letter has arrived, addressed to the esteemed leader of our coven. On the count of 3, we'll point to who we think the leader of our coven is. No way. This is so okay. Are you guys ready?
How many wisdom cards are in the deck?
2.
Okay. Should we do it in chat
No, I think we count.
and
I
say
think
it?
Can we just do
No,
it on the
like,
screen?
you can cover your eyes if you are worried about being
Oh,
influenced.
I guess we can point on the screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was like, how am I going to point at you? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, the
think
only one who
we're in
has
the
a
same
challenge
order.
here is me, and I have checked. I know where you are.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
And of course, I know where I am because who
I
knows
also
where we're
trust
voting.
that if we pointed at the wrong person,
we would
be honest about, oh, I meant to point at, and I think we can trust each other as coven
Yes,
mates.
I think so. All right, finger up to the sky.
All right.
Are you ready? 3.
1,
Oh.
2,
2,
3.
It's unanimous.
Oh, that's a point of yourself.
Unanimous.
Yeah. Oh wait, the game ends.
Well,
The game ends?
However, there's and very important epilogue for each of us. Like a shockingly important one. I'm going to give one of these cards. We'll all draw wisdom cards and the challenge is solved.
That's it. So we all get wisdom cards.
Ooh.
That's it. That is the end of the. Oh my god.
That's the last two cards. It's a very wholesome way for the deck to finish. Who should we give them to? Let's randomly decide, maybe.
Yeah.
I will.
So...
I'm just going to give one to each of you. It's
Okay,
fine.
sure.
You both have a
Yeah.
king.
Nice.
Now,
Sick.
now
we both have a king.
I think that whole scene that we just played is just an embodiment of a subtle shift of power that happened over the course of our last few days.
I think so.
So now, the epilogue that is actually the climax, and I wasn't ready. Here's how it goes.
The epilogue that's actually the climax.
First.
What do you mean?
Here's what
What do you
I
mean?
mean. Here's what I mean.
Okay.
There is a last step.
Okay.
And the last step is we are going to, now that we've resolved the last challenge in the challenge deck, we flip the last cards. You remember how I said you had one more card and I don't know what it's for?
Right.
Here's how we do. Anthony has drawn
Judgment.
Amanda has drawn
The Tower.
the Tower. And that means that I have drawn Death. Here's how this will go. We must go to our last bit of the book for the inevitable fates. Judgment. The kingdom's leaders are finally coming to blows. Fangs bared and claws bloodied. The player to my right will tell us what the final straw was, and the player to my left will tell us what horrors will befall the kingdom if I do not intervene.
So that's if Anthony doesn't intervene, if Daniel doesn't intervene.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Wait, where is what?
This is
page
page
are we on?
116. 116. 116.
Thanks, sorry.
High time roller.
I got lost.
Hi, time roller. What's up? This is crazy. You have joined us at the climax of this RPG.
These challenges can only be solved by wisdom and only by the player who drew them, which means that whatever's going to happen to the kingdom is not going to be good. The other two, we'll see.
Okay. So we do this first before we go on to that too?
Judgment first.
Okay, so the player to my right will tell us what the final straw was. So that's Kurt.
Okay.
And the player to my left will tell us what horrors will befall the kingdom if I do not intervene. Kurt, you get to start what the final straw was.
Oh, shoot, I am to your right.
Yeah.
So, darn, I had made the other answer. Okay.
You can switch if you want.
No. It was a step too far. The power vacuum that was created after the death of the beloved leader has been roiling.
Say her name.
Sure can. The death that was created, the power vacuum created after the death of Poppy Mayhaps.
Describe her.
Who is the spouse, the popular spouse of the king.
Yeah.
Who famously had a bakery that made a lot of the political power, who was a muffin cougar.
Yeah! Yeah.
Yeah.
Dance around it and you have to say muffin cougar. After the death of Poppy Mayhaps, no one accepted the new king, and it has only become more and more animosity. So the unrest comes after all of this, not from the mountain people with whom we warred, but from within, a kind of civil unrest that roils over. And this land that seemed so stable and permanent now suddenly seems not like that at all. Amanda, what will befall the kingdom if Daniel does not intervene?
I think there will be a destruction of the trade port.
Yeah.
I think that hostile winter that often lived on the fringes, I think that it will take over the town. I think without everyone here staying busy, bustling, taking care of one another, that it just is one bad storm away from like basically blowing this place off the map and into the sea with it.
Okay.
Well,
The next part of judgment says
No pressure.
this challenge takes 20 wisdom to solve, plus another
Mhm.
wisdom for each point of ignorance, poverty, and despair, plus another 10 wisdom if the kingdom is at war. I think the kingdom happens to be at war. I'm pretty sure.
it does.
And it says, if I solve the challenge with wisdom, I'll tell you how I save the kingdom and what its future holds. If I can't, doom comes to the mortal world. You might remember I drew a lot of cards in this last session, but when my body was stolen, I realized I could use all my wisdom left to take it back, which I did. But since then, I got to draw one card, but one card is not enough to get the 33 or so I need
Insane amount
to solve this challenge. So let me tell you what happens. The unrest roils across the kingdom. Peppercorn. Peppercorn?
Peppercorn.
Yeah. Peppercorn, the prince, the de facto ruler, who is much hated by all, is trying to keep people in control, increasing acts of military violence against the people, but they do not have control. The military cannot control what is happening. And Peppercorn is slowly beat back to the palace itself, a last refuge of his power, with throngs of people banging at the gates, demanding for power to be handed over to someone else, someone trustworthy. Peppercorn is stubborn. But finally, when his own guards turn against him and he realizes that he is in his last possible moments to make a move, he comes to the gates, stands out looking over his people, says, I hear your cries, and if anything, I am a just and wise ruler, and I have had wise guidance in earlier years that I have forsaken as of late, and you are right, my decisions have gotten out of hand. I will step down and allow for one of my wise advisors to rule the kingdom in my stead until we can find peace again. Do you agree to this? There's some sort of like whispered musings. Who will it be?
Yes.
I used to meet regularly with one wise wizard, Finistrid, who has done great things for this kingdom. I will let Finistrid leave. What say you? There's a whisper in the crowds, and slowly, general agreement. Finistrid appears from the crowd, his long cloaks billowing behind him, a dance in his step as he twirls to the front gates. Thank you, I appreciate it. He climbs the stairs up to above the gates and takes Peppercorn's hands. Political power is not something I ever particularly wanted, but I understand the kingdom needs me now, and let me tell you, it's not him! From the crowd, in the back, There's a mousy haired man dressed in plain clothes who's shouting out, "Excuse me, what is that?" "It's not him. He's not the one you're looking for. It's me. I should be there." Okay, seems strange. And Peppercorn sort of looks concerned. Is this man saying that he is in fact Finistrid the Wizard? Is that what you're saying? There's a slight nod. Well, tell me. What's your name? What's your name, man? Tell me. Please, Peppercorn, you have to recognize me. What's your name? I'm Dan. I'm Dan. I'm Daniel. Take him away! Finistrid, please! Guide the kingdom! And the horns start to play as Finistrid begins his rule, fixing the kingdom, but guiding it ever more into disarray.
So good.
Yikes. So, eternal winter then.
Eternal winter, kingdom falls apart, the gates begin to open to the underworld. War takes the regions at the borders, the kingdom falls apart.
I drew
Ooh.
death.
Yeah.
The underworld is out of balance, its denizens amuck, and its menace bubbling up into the mortal world above. I must travel there to set things right. The player to my left will tell us how the barrier between worlds has changed, and the player to my right will tell us what surprise the ruler of that place has in store for me.
What surprise the ruler of the underworld has in
Yes,
store for you?
that is what Amanda will tell us.
Okay.
You will tell me how the barrier between worlds has changed.
With all the chaos, I think more of the sort of important, like ritualistic, like altars and magical places that the coven would have used to kind of like keep the gates sealed between the worlds have fallen, and the membrane between the worlds is getting quite thin. And to make it worse, a lieutenant of the underworld, Finistrid, stands at command of the kingdom and is putting whatever resources he can into reopening the gates. A flood is coming. It can't be stopped.
And Amanda, what surprise does the ruler of the underworld have for me?
Well, I think that I guess this would be Peppercorn now that's ruling the underworld.
Yes, tyrant
Yeah.
Peppercorn. Yes.
I think they are looking to take down the coven from within. And what they are looking to do, as we are the last line of defense, is to place a seed of doubt in your heart so that you end up leaving, weakening the coven, leaving us directionless without you as our new leader. I think they know how you've risen up, and so they're coming directly for you, not to destroy you, simply to get you to leave.
One more morning, I awaken, and I rise a little slower than I used to. It has been a difficult year. since power was taken by Finistrid. At my door is something I've always waited for. It's a face I've seen so many places, and now I see it again, more clear and whole than I've ever seen it before, the face of the one I lost. Not just the face. He's here. This is him. He stands in, walks into my tea shop, has a cup of tea, and it all is just so much how I remember. But I'm not innocent anymore. To resolve this challenge, I need 20 wisdom, plus 5 for every source I've struck or blackened. 35 wisdom, plus another 10 if we failed to solve the judgment challenge. 45 wisdom.
Oh,
Yikes.
And so I will count with you. A page of swords is 11.
Okay.
A page of cups is 22. A page of pentacles of coins is 33.
okay.
Three figures stand, gathered around a place perhaps as a goodbye, but perhaps to meet, to do something important. Perhaps it was all leading to this. 11 from the hand of the old soul. 11 from the hand of the wild heart. 11 from the hand, well, my hand. And 13 more as I rise to take mantle as leader. So we stand there, hand in hand, all these things, trinkets, people, surrounded not just with ourselves, but with our collection of people who came here and remember this place, people who we could trust to ask for their help. And it's not just us anymore. It's not just the spirit of the vines. It's not just the ones we took the hand of. It's all those who still believe in something after this hard, cold year. And as the armies encroach, well, we're strong enough. There's a great wrenching sensation as each living person and each person past is pulled apart from each other. You hear a sound of 1,000 mirrors shattering, 1,000,000 mirrors shattering, as the underworld is untethered. No more doppelgangers. No more reflections. Two places, one and then the other, without always looking back. Those who sought to wrest power from the mortal world, some can accept the change. Those who can't simply disappear, with certain exceptions. And maybe it's fate that last leader. They say if you hope hard enough for something, it might come to pass. And perhaps not everyone becomes stuck in their fate. Perhaps Poppy could be overlooked, returning to this plane to rule more kindly again. Amanda, as the tower, you have 4 questions for us.
I do. Both of you answer me truthfully. Will we live together in the sanctuary forever?
No.
No.
Do we have anything left to teach each other?
Yes.
Yeah. I need to learn how to be something else.
Is there more left to our story?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Yes.
For each no from either of you, this challenge will take 5 wisdom to solve.
There are only 2 no's.
I will spend my 10 of wands to take us home.
Fitting.
If I solve this challenge, I will tell you how the sanctuary continues on with or without us, and how our wisdom and magic passes on to its new coven. I think the sanctuary is a place of magic. And magic is something so much more than any of the 3 of us could ever contain ourselves. We may use magic. We may channel magic. And sometimes it may feel as though we are made of magic. But magic belongs to everyone. And as we move on in our lives in the world, slowly as time goes on, finding our own paths, some of us finding families, some of us finding entirely new identities to take us out to see the rest of the world and explore. And some of us finding a peace within ourselves that sets us free to be what we were always meant to be. As we move outward and the dust settles on this war, and everything seems to return to a sense of normal? I don't know if that's the word. Perhaps a new normal is more accurate for this story. There are people that live in this place that remember the tales of our coven, who at first seem to just be patrons, and then become more curious as time goes on. And eventually, this is a place, Fog Mist becomes a kingdom that is not just known for its love of the sea and trade, but for its belief in something greater, for its love of magic. And I think our coven passes on the wisdom to those that come to us. And while we may leave, the magic remains.
Thank you to everyone for joining us with a very special finale of Wickedness, a game that I think we're all going to remember for a long time.
Yeah.
I think so. I think so. That was super cool. You guys have anything you want to tell people about before we log off?
No, thank you for playing with me. This was really lovely. This was like Wow, this game is really wonderful. And I don't even have to say, I hope we play a campaign of it because we just did. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I have videos on YouTube and Twitch. I guess I'm supposed to say that, but it feels really hollow considering.
Well, there is a small ritual to catch you home.
Okay.
Um, we could discuss things that we liked about the game, but I think we're pretty verbose. So, our last question, having put away the deck, which I now have, is to ask a final question to close the game, which is what's next? For me, I'm going to step out there, might make myself a little cup of chicory tea, sit with this for a bit. For you out there, you might see someone else playing a game if you care to stick around and be sent somewhere. For the two I'm with, they have their own answers.
I have to text all the people that I love and head off to bed. The morning is calling me very soon.
Um, I'm going to make some food
Good.
and I'm gonna work on Pokemon shorts. I'm definitely gonna be messaging some people about this game as I continue to process everything that just happened.
Yeah.
Very
Well,
cool.
thank you to both of you. What a treat. And thank you, of course, also to our designer, M. Veselak. You won't hear this, but Veselak. Wickedness is available as a digital game online, and you might be able to score a used copy if you start looking around. Um, thank you so much to both of you for joining me and to those who brought this to fruition. Anthony, do you know where our dear viewers are going? You do.
Yeah. If you are in the mood for more stories and more games, our friends over at Quests and Chaos are playing a one-shot of Spire: The City Must Fall, which is a game, a kind of a fantasy punk game about oppressive governments and rebellion, which feels like, in theme, bad governance and what to do about it as this game. And they look pretty cool. So uh, head on over there and let them know that we sent you. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. It was very nice to have you all here with us, and that was so fun. I'm so glad we get to do this. Great. Please enjoy. Have a good night. Uh, process this as we are all processing this. We will see you next time. Probably next
We
week.
will.
We'll let you know. Bye. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Was just a moment. And okay, goodbye for real. Okay.